I'm Sklimbing out right now. Merry Sklimsmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. It's me, Sclimbo. Certified Sclimbo of Socks Agency. Hey, what's up, Janan? Thanks for the 20 streak. I feel like, does it go beyond 20? I thought I saw you at 20 already. Crazy either way. Great job. Lava Pingu, welcome. Skeletor, welcome. Everyone, welcome. Lich King, 25. All right, well, that's higher. Nice 25, Lich King. That's like every stream almost. Scotland, not Scotland, but right idea. Having a holly jolly Sklimsmas. Hey, me too. What's up, everybody? Glad to see you here. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday after stream and stuff like that. We did have the finale of the VTRP last night. Wrapped up everything neat and pretty in a nice little bow. Set up some stuff for season 3. We'll see. That's probably going to be a year from now or something like that. But we do have plot set up, so that's really cool. And that means, better than anything, I can sleep again. Yay! I don't have to go to bed at 2 a.m. anymore and wake up at 10 and then rush to stream. I can actually like get up. I got up this morning at like 7:30. And I went to bed before midnight. It was perfect. So starting today, I can actually get back on my normal schedule, which is very, very nice. Also, what's up, Amelia? Thanks for the 25 streak. Damn. Hey, Trashy. How's it going? Yeah, this is Europe. Everyone, Europe guessers, get the win today because we are in beautiful Ciutat, Romania. Right now, we are in Romania. Welcome to Europe, everyone. Romania. Somewhere I'd like to go at some point. So, Europe guessers are getting the win today. Choose outcome is Europe. However, this will probably be the last time we're seeing Europe today because we are playing GeoGuessr House Hunters today. Yeah, woo, yeah. You should get excited for this because I came up with it and like I'm real proud of it and stuff like that, even if it's not that complicated. Basically, what we're going to do today, everyone, is we're going to play GeoGuessr as per usual. We are going to play it in the United States, and wherever we land on every single guess is going to be where we look at housing. Okay, so it's like House Hunters with GeoGuessr. That's why it's GeoGuessr House Hunters. So the idea being, basically, we're going to look at the cheapest and most expensive houses in every single guess area that GeoGuessr randomizes for us. So it's like random house critique as well as GeoGuessr. Kind of stacked on top, you know? Hey, Pretty Knight, how you doing today? Happy Friday to you too. Hey, Kyram, what's going on? Basically won it all apart from a few hundred. Scotland's geographically part of Europe. Yes, that counts. Just gonna be judging the hell out of some of these. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Adventure Noises? How you doing? I honestly really like doing house critiques because I like aesthetics a lot and I like architecture a lot. So I like looking at a place and being like, you know what? I can swing this, right? I have low standards, but then also looking at places and being like, what would you even do with all that room, right? There are some places that are so big that you start to beg the question of why do I need this? So it's gonna be really cool because we're gonna be all over the country. So we might get some crazy mansions, but it might also be that the most expensive place in an area is not that expensive at all if we're in the middle of nowhere. So thanks for the hat, everyone. Thanks for the hat. Hey, what's up, McAdvertisement? That's a cool name. Hey, Velociraptor, thank you for the resub. I love House Hunters. Also breaking for lunch. Let's go. Thank you. Why don't resubs count towards the sub goal? How does that even work? I have no idea. I put the sub goal on stream because that's going to be like the monthly sub goal we're going to try to reach. But I don't know why resubs like don't count to it because it says there's a resub there. I don't know how subs work. Subs are confusing, all right? I don't know anything. I had a realization you're just the turtle from Finding Nemo. What do you mean? What do you mean? I only know Gothic and dingbat architecture. Yeah, I don't know anything about architecture. I just like it. Like, I don't know terms or anything. I just purely like it. Oh, thank you for the 5 subs. There we go. That one worked. Thank you so much, Adventure Noises. That's to Penacron, Insufferable, Queen Koopa, Nerd McGeary, and Emperor Weep. Thank you so much. And that's the monthly sub goal. However, you have to keep in mind for like the first month or two, it might drop down and up and down and up like day to day. I'm just looking to maintain that 200 is going to be my goal for the month. I think it's a good place to start. And if we don't hit it, no big deal. We'll just drop the goal to something reasonable. But I want to make sure there's a reasonable goal that we can reach every month is generally the idea. Can we get some Sclimbo Xmas cards to send to friends and family? Yeah. I'll put out a PNG. I'll put out just like a static PNG of my model on Twitter or something like that. So you can use it for, or I'll post in Discord or something so you can use it for that. So we can do that. But thank you so much, Adventure Noises. Everyone also shout out to Adventure Noises who made my Starting Soon screen. That Starting Soon animation from Adventure Noises. So please check them out. They are awesome. You sound like the turtle from Finding Nemo. Hold on. I'm looking it up. Give me a sec. Turtle Finding Nemo. Let's hear it.
Whoa!
That's loud.
Whoa! That was so cool!
Oh, totally rock, Squirt! So give me some fin. Noggin. Dude.
Dude, yeah, do I sound like that? Do I sound like the turtle from Finding Nemo? Is that who I am? Is that really who I am? Is that what's going on? Dude. Oh, thanks. I've always wanted to be a surfer, bro. You know? I used to surf when I was younger, very, very briefly, like not good at it, but I did learn how to surf in California. So I feel like I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to say totally tubular, totally radical, and dude, and stuff like that. I think I'm allowed to. Not quite Zen surfer enough. Yeah, not quite Zen surfer enough. Dude, that's sick, you know? I do have that kind of energy. I think there's a lot of like West Coast AU Sclimbo. Yeah, well, okay, so funny you say that, Binka, because that was like a real possibility, because when I was a kid, the male VTuber factory I almost got shipped to was in California. So I almost grew up on the ocean in California instead of on the other side. So like that could happen. The AU where I'm West Coast AU Sclimbo could have been very real, very, very real. Only a small chance it didn't happen. Sure enough. But yeah, so I always like that sort of thing. You know, I think there's a lot of overlap between like surfer lingo and like ski bum lingo. Like it's the same type of dude. I think some surfers are even ski bums, you know, on off season. Not that there's really an off season in California. But yeah, I think there's a lot of overlap there. And I know much more about like ski bum culture and growing up in that. So yeah, very similar. California Sclimbo wouldn't have been as cool. You never know. You'd have more money issues. That'd be hard. It'd be hard to have more money issues. So I think thank you for staying in the Northeast, not being part of the great migration of everyone cool to West. Yeah, it does feel like every creator ever is in the West Coast or Texas, right? Like every VTuber lives in California or Texas. That's it. Nobody's old out in here in little old New England. Nobody at all. But honestly, it's crazy too, because if you think about it, I've always kind of been interested in this topic, is like there's like an optimal place to be if you're a content creator, right? Time zone wise and connections wise. Like you want to be in California, because if you're in the UK and Europe, obviously every time, like a lot of creators and a lot of audience are in the United States. So if you stream in your evening, it's going to be late for them. It's not optimal time. And also if you collab with people, it's always going to be the middle of the night for you. So that's just like inefficient, right? So it definitely benefits to be in Pacific Standard Time. Like that is probably the optimal time zone for content creation. East Coast VTubers rise up. Honestly, let's do it. We gotta rise up. Oh, Buff Pub's New England? I didn't know that. That's cool. That's sick. Awesome. Strawberry Bubbles, thanks for the 3 stream. Greek. You can pry us out of the Northeast when we're dead. Yeah. A lot of people are moving to Japan. Yeah. That would be the one I would do. I would consider moving to Japan. I really would. The only other streamer I watched is also a New Englander. Well, you know, maybe it's something comforting. It's something close to home, you know? Something like that. I love my West Coast city, but also it's so expensive to live here. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, there are cities on the East Coast that are pretty much just as expensive, for sure. But I'm not about that. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? It will be a shorter stream today. I'm going to tell you guys right now. So you won't have to stick around for too long if you got other stuff to do. It will probably be right around the 2-hour dot. Reason being, I have run into a problem. Which is, I haven't told you guys about this yet, but I have a weird thing that happens where I get more injured the longer I don't move. I'm like a shark, okay? If I sit still for too long, I start being in pain and dying. That's one of the reasons why I like walking around and running around and moving so much, but I am completely fine whenever I move. Like completely physically capable, no problems whatsoever. I can sprint, I can jump, I can run, I can deadlift, I can powerlift. I can do everything, no pain at all in my body, as long as I keep moving. Okay? Ooh, we got a hype chest from that. Nice. We got the frog wow emote. So, because of that, because of the GTA 5 RP, I've been sitting pretty sedentary for like 2 weeks, right? Because of that, I am now in pain. Now it hurts to sit. And my body is telling me, hey, buddy, you got to get up and run around and go sprint around the woods more and stuff like that. So right now I am in pain sitting down. So we're going to stream for like 2 hours, then I'm going to screw off because I got to go run around and do some exercise. Actually stream while walking on a treadmill, yeah. Yeah, honestly, my joints are beginning to rust. That's what's happening. I need to frolic. I do have a standing desk. It's just full of advent calendars right now, and like the standees and stuff, and like plushies and stuff from various SVA things. So I can't use it easily. And my whole streaming setup is a sitting down setup. So transitioning that to standing might be a little difficult. But all to say, it's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world or anything like that. Just that we will probably do a short stream today because ouchie, it hurts to sit, and I need to get up and move and do some stuff. So I don't want to be sitting much longer. It will go away very fast. I'm very used to it. Hey, Tuxedo, thank you for the resub. I'm very used to it because it's something that only happens when I sit still for like a week straight, basically. And honestly, it took a little longer to happen now because the GTRP took like 12 days for it to set in probably. But you know, I don't ever sit still for a week straight. So it's usually not a problem. But specifically right now with a collab server and everything being so busy, yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. But hey, what's up? What's up? I need to become a wood elf. I need to go frolic. I need to go jump around. My body hates being still. It does not like it. My joints lock up. Everything feels bad. So I'm in a little pain right now, but we're going to stream. We're going to have a good time. And then we'll probably have a shorter stream because of it, because I don't want to exacerbate the issue. And I've sat enough the past 2 weeks. All right. I got to get moving. So just to explain why it's going to be short. Other than that, you become your age when you don't move. Yes, exactly. Pretty much. I start being that person who's like, oh, my back when I don't move, you know? It's like that. It's like that. I don't know what it is. It might be an actual disorder or something like that, because it's like not just stiffness. It's pain. It's for sure pain, but it's never a problem as long as I keep moving. So, hey. But yeah, so we're going to be playing some GeoGuessr House Hunter today. Should be a lot of fun. It's a unique game. This is what I like doing with Friday streams, is doing unique ideas, trying out new things. I like variety. I like radical variety, where we're not doing just like gaming, but we're doing necessarily like whatever we can come up with. And this is one of the ideas I like, which is like, hey, let's do some like architecture review, some house review, imagine living in a place, but also play GeoGuessr. A little half in one court of the geography games, half in the other of just having fun and doing just chatting. So we'll have a little music for it, probably play some royalty-free acid jazz. But besides that, we're going to roll on, have a good time. Moopy, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Everybody also, please give love to Malfi. I know you probably have seen the Twitter announcement. Malfi is taking a little break from streaming for medical reasons. This is a planned thing. We knew it was coming. And Malfi will be back to streaming sometime in February. But I don't know if Malfi's still live right now. I know Malfi was live when I was getting set up. But give some love today to Malfi as well. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Malfi, we knew this was coming, right? This was something planned, but yes, she just ended. Okay, cool. This was a planned thing though. It's nothing horrifying or anything like that. Like, she's fine. She's just going to need some time to recover, obviously. So she will probably be back in February, just to clarify on that a little bit more. Yeah, she's a goat. Malfi the goat. Malfi the goat. Malfi the goat. No, she's doing great. She's doing great. It's just something she's got to take care of, you know? But that aside, we are going to probably move into playing the game now. We got a United States map all queued up and ready to go with GeoGuessr. So why don't we start the stream, right? Not going to do a lot of yapping. We did that yesterday. Obviously, next week's schedule is going to be a little more limited because of Christmas. We're going to be missing Thursday because that is Christmas. So I'll be taking Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. That should be the only day I have to take off during the holidays, because New Year's Eve is on a Wednesday. So I'm off anyway. And I don't do anything on New Year's Day. So I'll be streaming normally on New Year's Day on the 1st of January, so we can have a little New Year's just chatting stream, which is pretty cool. Next week I'll be on Monday with Pokemon, and then I think I haven't decided if I'm gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Friday, like how I'm gonna organize that, but it will be Monday, Tuesday, Friday probably. It'll probably be, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I think, because then I have Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday off. Okay, cool. Good plan. Let's see, Melfi back in February for medical leave after after doing what? Sclimbo's doing a stream, and yeah, I gotta wiggle that shit. I gotta do some pelvic tilts. That's what I need to do right now. I gotta wiggle in and jiggle in free, and a wiggle in and jiggle in spree, you know, as they say. Unhinged message, of course. Chris got the kringle. I'm always kringling. Been a while. How you been? Doing great, Tony. How you doing? Alex, welcome in. I know someone named Alks, so I would say Alks when I go into a Gary's Mod server that we used to own back in like the day, right? And we create a Christmas tree, but also the hosts of the server run like an event. And they run like a Christmas event. Usually we open presents. Usually we get presents, like Steam gifted presents, but we open them in Gary's Mod as little boxes, right? And we decorate a tree. We've done it every year since like 2010, I want to say. So that's coming up again on Christmas Eve night. I always record it because it's really funny, and there's usually something very involved. So like, I know a couple of years ago we did like a whole thing where there was like a Nutcracker army, and there were like TIE fighters, like Nutcracker TIE fighters, and we had to get on Santa's reindeer fighter jets and shoot them down, and then blow up like the Death Star, the Nutcracker Death Star, and do like a Death Star run. Like, it's very involved, very heavily scripted, cool stuff. But because it is my friend group and stuff, it's like, I don't know if I can get any clips out of it to show you guys or anything. I would love to, because it's incredible. It's a lot of effort goes into it, like a month or two of planning. I'm going to see if I can without doxing anything. We will see. But that is going to be happening Christmas Eve, so that's going to be fun. I'm very excited. It's very cool. We've been doing it forever, and it's really cute. It's usually about 7 of us. Nothing crazy, 7 or 8 of us. But hey, let's get playing some game. I'm using my friends for clout. Kyron, thanks for the resub. In-game Christmas gift opening sounds really cute. Yeah, so what we do is like we have little Christmas boxes in Gmod and we hack them open with a crowbar, and then it turns out to be something from our, like we get gifted something from our Steam wish list from that person. It's really cute. It's really cute. It's really adorable. It's great. Zora, thank you for the 25 streak. Merry Christmas. I like the streaks here, guys. Keep it up. All right, so let's play some GeoGuessr House Hunter. Not going to keep you for too long. About 20 minutes to get things started and all oiled up before we get rolling. Let's go. All right, welcome. Welcome. Oh, head crab. Just what I wanted. Yeah, just eat your face. Let's get the music started. Play some GeoGuessr. Actually, yeah, we'll put the music on. We'll put the music. Here I am. Acid jazz, funky beats. As always, get that stuff rolling. And let's go. San Francisco. Yeah, that's just like, this is the base map for United States. We're going to use the official map because it's probably going to be more fair for just locations and not just drop us. We don't want to just be dropped in rural places, but we don't want to also be dropped just in cities. So this says 10K plus locations. It's an official map. I think it's pretty good for this game. So, and then we also have Zillow up. Now, don't worry, because Zillow's scary, right? Zillow is something that 100% can dox you like a million times. That being the case, I found out something. I did some testing, and it seems like Zillow will only dox you if you start on it. So if you open up Zillow, it will show your location. However, if you already searched something, it will not. Hey, what's up, Moopy? Oiled up? Yeah, all oiled up. So if I were to go over here, you can see in GeoGuessr that I have already selected, hold on, let me move this. I've already selected California real estate. So because I've already selected California real estate, it will not show my local location. Ideally. If it does, I guess you get to know where I live. Oops. Honestly, it's always fun when it comes to like doxing location stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want my location to be doxed, but boy, would things be easier if it was. Because then I would just have to be like, oh, I don't even have to worry about that anymore. I could just be like, all right, cool. I'm just opening up Google whenever and not ever worrying about it. So like if it happens, it's like not the end of the world, honestly. Yeah, Schrodinger's doxing. Jimbo saw nothing. True. So let's get started here. Best score here is not great. I'm not the great at GeoGuessr, but we learn. Yeah, I do live in the North Pole. All right, so let's start things off and find out exactly where we are. I will probably mute GeoGuessr music. Is there a button for that? Because I want my other music. Oh, I can just do this, right? Does that work? Yeah, that works. All right, cool. Sclimbo leaking the box in the woods. Yeah, I'll just move. I'll just move to a different box. This is Doxing Edition. That's one of my many locations. Very fair. All right, let's take a look around. Where do we think we are? Remember, this is the United States. So, Mallet Road. So we are only in the United States, and we have to guess, like, state, basically. State, and then get closer than that. So this is looking... Ooh, look at that grass. Take a look at the grass here. That could be anywhere, really. Trees, foliage, could be anywhere. Let's take a look around. Maybe there's some identifiers on a pole somewhere. What do we got here? That's nothing. And remember, this is chat as well. Even before New England. So chat is more than welcome to give guesses here. Okay, we do have a pool. That tells us some things, right? If we have a pool, very likely they wouldn't invest in a pool if it was a very far northern place. Very far northern, I mean. There are pools around, like, you know, New England, but if you can only use something for like a couple months a year, you probably wouldn't bother, I would find. So you want to watch a botanist play GeoGuessr? That would be sick. I think they'd just be really, really good at it, right? And a trampoline. Looks like central New York. Either southern or western. I think this is... I'm guessing this is probably like Midwest. I would say like Midwest or like early South. Like not too far south. Appalachia, I kind of like that. Let's look for mountains in the distance, Hard Rock. Yeah, you guys are welcome to guess as well and give me hints because we are not... This is a collaborative game here. Let's see. What do we have? Any real estate information? Oh, that's an interesting style of gate thing. ADT, but that's nationwide. Look at the Remax sign. Yeah, I probably should. Hold on. Look at these houses. Do you see any? Ooh, cul-de-sac. Wait, that tells us that's information. Central New York. Okay, that is... What is that? What is that? There's a big thing over there. A large thing. No sidewalk. Yeah, no sidewalk. Classic United States. Look at this tree. Never seen that tree before. I think this is like Midwest. Like, I think this is somewhere in here. Like, maybe like upper South, like Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky. Maybe. Do we want to go for that? I might just throw that. I'm not getting much information. Let's throw it. All right. Okay. It was right in Chattanooga. I've actually been there. Okay, right outside of Chattanooga. Whoa! No. Don't do that. whenever you click a link in Google Maps, it likes to open a random Google Maps link that ends up doxing your location. So don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. I was just trying to zoom in. Yeah, I think it was more local. I think it showed Chattanooga anyway. Okay, so we're in Austin Farms area of Chattanooga. So we're actually starting off with a city. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to go to not current location. We're going to go to Chattanooga. And I don't know how to pronounce Chattanooga. Spell Chattanooga. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, right? Because in Chattanooga, we're going to have very expensive houses, but also very cheap houses. So let's go ahead and sort by lowest first. Yeah, this is a very dangerous heart attack inducing stream. If it happens, it happens. I'm just going to go, oh, damn, not the end of the world. So we don't want plots of land. That's not what we want, right? So we're going to look ideally for the cheapest actual home, which sometimes can get really hard. So sometimes I'll just do it on the actual map. We need a heart monitor. Yeah, my heart jumped to like 120 beats when that opened up. Okay, hold on. So these are houses. I should probably just look on the map and see like, all right, what's cheap and reasonable. So it looks like we have a 130 over here, maybe 149. Yeah, 135. What's this? Is this a 130 I saw down here somewhere? God, there's a lot here because it's a city. You can filter by home type. Let me do that. Home type is, I don't want lot land. Oh, thank you. That will work. Yeah, that will work. Okay, that's literally lot land. Or is it? For $75,000, what can we get in Chattanooga? Let's take a look. Oh, a reclaimed shack. My favorite. 680 square feet, 1 bed, 2 bath. Take a look. All right, so it's kind of out there. A little overtaken by nature. Yeah, 75K bush. That is an overgrown house. That's a condemned property sign right there. That's my favorite when you get the condemned property. Bath looking a little bushy. Can we get some inside views? No inside views. They're not brave. Oh, here we go. Yeah. That could be the stream shack right there. Could be the stream shack. People have died in there. This is probably like a meth lab or something, realistically. This is very condemned. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not living in this one. All right, listen, I'm good with things that are low quality. I'm not good with this for $75,000. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. I'm not about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no from me. That's a no for me. What about the most expensive place? What about the most expensive place? What if we swap that and we say, no, not price. For sale. Wait, where's the price? There it is. High to low. Let's take a look at the monster house. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay. A $7 million mansion. 16 beds, 14 baths. 15,000 square feet in Chattanooga. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at 119 photos. This is one of those places. Hey, Warwick, how you doing, buddy? This is one of those places where it's like, yeah, you do not need this much space ever unless you're like, you have an army that you're trying to house, right? This is like, we're in what, 4th Amendment territory right now? 3rd Amendment territory right now of housing and quartering, something, one of those. The tarp covering the, look at this. Look at this. All right, it's by the water too, clearly. Yeah, there's a little lake right there. Gated. Oh, buddy. Look at that. This is more than a bed and breakfast. This is a $7 million mansion. Look at that thing. Beautifully placed. Big driveway. Let's see the inside and see how gaudy it is. I always feel like with these mansions, though, they're always like unnecessarily gaudy on the interior. That's actually pretty normal. That's not very bad at all. SVA house, yeah. Actually, this isn't that bad. There's no like weird gold lining everywhere. It looks like a kind of a normal home on the inside. It's just really expensive. That's actually pretty cool. SVA house. Been listed for almost a year. Oh, look at that bathroom. That actually looks like my bathroom in real life right now. I have this sort of tiled bathroom from the 1950s, and there are no power outlets in my bathroom. That's a fun one. I have to run an extension cable to my bathroom. Fun fact. Yep, but I have a bathroom like that. That's pretty normal. Yeah, this is actually looking very reasonable. And look at this. They have, each room has a number on it and a little peephole. Yeah, this is looking pretty reasonable as far as big mansions go. It's not gaudy at all. You could definitely turn this into like a huge content house, right? Of like 15 different creators all living here at once. It's really nice, actually. Yeah, no, this is personality. It's not the HTC house or the HVC house. This is like a hotel setup, kind of. Look at this. That's actually adorable. Oh, wait. Whoa. It's the Trismegius or whatever it's called in there in the wallpaper. That's really cool. I like that wallpaper a lot. This is why I like playing this game, because I really like seeing unique houses. They really make me excited. Wallpaper's really sick. Okay, interesting choice for the kitchen, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, this is a sick place. Unfortunately, because this isn't in New England, there's probably not a cool basement. You guys are going to learn very fast. My favorite thing of all time are unfinished basements that are like gamer dens. Let me give a stretch. Thanks for the stretch, Pinky. So if we get a cool gamer den basement that's half unfinished, that's like my favorite thing ever. Is that a... That's a vent, not a laundry chute. They went full watermelon. Yeah, this is nice. It looks like a normal house on the inside. I don't understand the layout conceptually yet, but it is very nice. It looks like there's multiple houses in here almost. Very cool. Very cool. All right, yeah, let's keep going. That's the general gist of the game. That's how we're going to be playing. So let's keep it up. All right, this is Southwest for sure, or California or something. This looks like Arizona, New Mexico right away, I would say, but it could also be Southern California. So yeah, it's a multifamily. Let's take a look. Let's look at the road sign here. We have Arrowhead. Okay, it's Arrowhead. I think we have a good idea of where we are. Yeah, look at these houses. Geographically, I'm pretty sure I know where we are now. Palm tree back there. Albuquerque. Yeah, Albuquerque. Just like where Gavin Batol is from, you know? Wait, stop. Wait, what's up, McAdvertisement? You see something? This looks like where yeah, you live in the Phoenix area. I think outside of Phoenix is a very, very fair guess here. Oh, advertisement. Look at that. Incredible. Okay, so specifically, we're not in Phoenix. We are in the region of Melton Ranch. Let's take a look at Melton Ranch in Arizona. Go back here. Melton Ranch, Arizona. AZ Homes. You called that really good. Okay, that's a little too granular. So let's go ahead for... Is there like a larger city here? Like Glendale? Let's go for Glendale. Glendale, Arizona. There we go. That's much more reasonable. See, yeah, 705 results. Woo! New Mexico is usually more red. Good to know. Does home type? Okay, home type does not retain, fortunately. So let's start at low. See what we got here. That's nothing. That doesn't... A $1 house is not real. That does not count. That's an auction. Here we go. So this is $22,000 home for sale. Price cut $3,500 just a few days ago. Oh, I thought that was like falling apart. This is a trailer. Okay. This is where I would live. This looks like something I would live in. Spacious home for sale in our premier 55 plus community. Got it. Okay, it's a retirement home community. You'll get those a lot. That's a trailer. I don't mind a trailer. I would live in a trailer. I'm not above living in a trailer. I think it's fine. I think it's acceptable. I think it's kind of cool. But let's take a look. Okay. As long as it works, right? So yeah, that's, you know, rough. That's also rough. It's $20,000 though. We have to keep in mind. It's also $20,000. I think it's kind of cozy. Like, I don't hate this. I think this is pretty comfy. This reminds me of a lot of like setups in ski lodges where I've stayed at in like New Hampshire and stuff like that, where you have like the fur rug with the like the bottom vent right here, and then like the wood, the faux wood. Yeah, feels kind of New Hampshire, even though it's not. Put a 30-year on it. It's like $100 a month, right? That's what I'm saying. It's vintage. Yep, this is me. This is actual right here. This is Sclimbo living. This is Sclimbo living right here. This is what it would look like if I lived here unironically. What do you need? Do you need more than one table to eat at? I don't... Why would you need more? See, that's perfectly reasonable as far as I'm concerned. This is where the Bricken's consumed. Yeah, this is where you consume beer and mac and cheese at like 1 a.m. And then you sit on a recliner and watch like old TV. I don't hate this sort of thing, actually. Hey, Caleb, what's up, man? We're doing some GeoGuessr House Hunter. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me get a shout out. Shout. Oh, let me spell right. I can't spell today. Caleb Horace, VT, also a fitness guy. Shout out to Caleb. Go check Caleb out. What are you doing today, man? We're playing some GeoGuessr House Hunter right now. We're doing GeoGuessr, and then wherever we drop, we're looking at the cheapest and most expensive houses in the area. The Sclimbo. Right now, we're looking at a $22,000 trailer in Glendale, Arizona. Johan, the back-to-back. That's crazy. Hey, Johan, what's up, buddy? How we doing? How we doing? Double raid. Yeah, that's a double raid right there. We are on cooldown for shout-outs right now, but check out Johan as well. Johan, Caleb, what were you doing? What were you guys up to today? Both separately. Luminescent Platinum with bugs only, and then some Kingdom Coming. Wait, I don't think I even know about Luminescent Platinum. What is that? What is that? Tell me about that. Is that a ROM hack? Hey, Yomi, what's up? And Johan, welcome in as well. I will give you a shout out when the cooldown is on. For those raiders coming in on both sides, good to meet you. My name is Sclimbo. I am Sock's VTubing agency, certified Sclimbo and self-improvement VTuber. Today we're playing a game I like to call GeoGuessr House Hunter, where we play GeoGuessr in the United States, and wherever we drop, we check out the cheapest and most expensive houses in the area. We're looking at a $22,000 trailer right now in Glendale, Arizona. And I'm just saying, this is peak male living right here. Looks pretty good. It's Arizona, so of course it costs a mint. I mean, 22K is kind of really good. Really good. Yeah, listen, streamers are showing up for the trailer home. We know what we're about. We know what we're about. Hey, Sony fan, Ghoul Raid, Ghoul Raid. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. And I will give Johan a shout out when I literally can. I think cooldown's probably over now. I think it's probably over right now. Johan the Butcher. Can I? Did it work? It didn't work. Hold on, let me try again. Try again. Shout out, Johan the Butcher. Come on. Come on, shout out. Okay, we might need to wait a little bit. We might need to wait a little bit, but I will not forget. With how close it is to State Farm Stadium, State Farm, surprised it ain't more. This is probably subsidized. It's a 50+ community. So this isn't like a fair assessment, I would say. As long as it has good internet and a jerkatorium. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't hate this. I think this is actually kind of comfy. Like a lot of dust, you got to clean that up. That's not bad. That's a gamer corner right there. I would take this. Yeah, no, that's nice. I'm good with that. I would take that. No problems for me. That's a yes for me. Let's go see the most expensive house in Glendale, Arizona. That's going to be here. You have to go to the top here. I don't know. What is a jerkatorium? Don't worry about it. Here's a $4.5 million mansion. Actually, not a mansion. Maybe. 6 beds. Wait. Why is there 6 beds and 8 bathrooms? Glendale. Look at Mesa. Wait, why are there 8? Why are there 2 more bathrooms than there are? Why are there 2 more bathrooms than there are beds? What are we doing here? This is sparkling pool. Let's take a look. Looks like a banger. This is built to inspire, designed to stand apart. Perched high above the city lights. On the Thunderbird Conservation Park. That's sick. Wait, what? Sometimes you need 2. That's fair. Need more shit options. It counts toilet rooms as bathrooms. Yeah, I just don't know why you need that many. Ever. 2 bathrooms, 40 bathrooms. We heard you like bathrooms. Put a bathroom in the bathroom. Jello baths? Let's take a look. That's kind of cool. 2025 photos for personal and guest bathrooms. Just wait until we find the AI generated interior houses. Those are really fun. Those are really fun to look at. Actually, this might be one of them. Hold on. Lock in. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's getting harder to tell. But sometimes interior decoration in these houses is 100% AI generated. And you have to look at it really close and be like, that's not real. That's not there. Hey, Sonny. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oops, all bathrooms. Local tweaker. Thanks for the follow. I got some of those nearby. All right, let me make sure I give that shout out now. It should have been plenty of time now. Shout out Johan the Butcher. There we go. There we go. There's Johan. There's Johan. What was Johan's stream doing? What were you guys up to over there? You know, how would it go? And everyone, if you got a raid and run, you feel free. Get your protein, get your rest. I'm going to be rolling from here if not. So can't wait to see the AI Gen kitchen island in the bathroom. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting a little suspicious here. Peoplers, thanks for the streak. If you want to see insanely expensive for the size, search for high price in Daytona. Oh, I bet. I'm a little suspicious of these chairs, but I'm not willing to jump. That, I don't think that, I don't know if that exterior is really there or not. I don't know. I'm a maybe on that being real. That might not be real. There's definitely some fixing up here. There's some touching up going on. I don't think that TV's real. That's my big one. Yeah, that's not real. There's no way that's real. Nope. Those lights, I don't think so. That looks way too clean. Way too clean. They splurged on AI. They just pasted some stock art. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a little too uniform. I don't believe it necessarily. Especially, yeah, that kitchen island is 100% photoshopped in. That is not there. I don't think that's there. The mesquite tree looked real. I think the backdrop's real, for sure. I don't think that kitchen island is real. I think it's fake. Yeah, reminder, we're in Arizona right now, so this is going to be like the hottest place of all time. What the hecky? Whoa, hey, hold on. That's kind of a nice pad. Kind of like that bedroom setup. Looking out at the mountains. That's kind of nice. That couch might not be there, but that's kind of nice. Never even seen, let's see, thought of AI taking over the whole idea of staging a house. Yeah. No, just wait. You'll see it really aggressively some point today where we'll go into like a $200,000, $300,000 house, maybe a $400,000. And you'll just realize very quickly that if you look at it for more than 1 second, the entire living room is fake and not there. So it's really cool. Nothing like biking when it's 115 outside. Yeah, this is playing observation duty. It is. There's somewhere you can really tell. Yeah, you empty the house and instead of filling it with fake furniture, they AI drop like furniture in and they like Photoshop it in. Popcorn ceiling? Yeah, they have. They've been faking housing pictures for a very long time. And you can see it in the lights a lot too. The lights especially tend to stand out as fake. That's kind of comfy. Little housing bed situation. This place is all right. Ooh, I like that. That's a cozy little room. This place is all right. Is that a gym? I see a power rack. Oh! Ow, it hurt to do that because, ow, I'm in pain. But look at that. We got a nice power rack. You could use a more efficient use of this space, but it's very nice. Very nice. Movie room. For almost $5 million, I'd hope so. The grass is too green. Hey, I know that chair. I used to have a chair like that. Is your sick streaming setup, editing setup, personal stair stepper? Ain't no way. I mean, oh, whoa. Wait, hold on. Is that a pool with a waterfall that you could like slide off of? I'm sure it would hurt too, but like, let's take a look at this. Ooh. Oh, I'm a fan. Imagine growing up here. That's always how I like to think about it. I'm like, imagine growing up here. Yeah, there's some, okay, some of this stuff's for sure fake. Smith machine to die on. Yeah, I need a Smith machine to die on. Didn't need that tailbone anyway. Yeah, I didn't need it. Hey, Melfi, they do a thing over here where they badly Photoshop a photo of the front of the house onto any TV screen and other pics. Yes, yeah, we'll see some of that. They do it here too. They do it here too. Ah, definitely happens. Definitely happens. I've seen such things. Ooh, okay. All right, that's a whole garage you could turn into a gym. Very tempting. Nice. Okay, not that bad. I mean, for 4.5 mil in like a fairly decent sized city, that's like very good, I think. That's like not that bad at all. All right, let's get back to search and keep going. Second gym. I need a second gym. I love seeing houses where they have a bowling alley and a shooting range and go-kart track. The craziest one you can find, and you can look this up yourself, is there is, I think it's in Idaho, there's a missile silo for sale, and it's an entire underground complex. It looks like a Call of Duty map. It's huge. It's so cool. But it's like, you know, they have like their own motor vehicle pool in the house. Love the ICBM homes. I really do. Yeah, no, it's for sale. It's like $2 million, but it's an entire missile silo in the middle of nowhere with its own airstrip. We got Morris and Armstrong here. Can we take a look at it? Yeah, I'm sure I could find it. I'd have to do some Googling. I could do that on the ad break. There's also multiple hobbit holes. Yes, there are. I've definitely done this sort of thing before. Let's see over here. Yeah, I think the U.S. owns the silos and are selling them. Okay, hold on. We have Morris Road. Visitors next left. All employees and deliveries use Schultz Road. Schultz. Okay, so we got like a German road name here. Schultz Road. So we might have German immigration in this area. Potentially a Pennsylvania. We do have farmland. We have Berks Road. Like, who owns the silos currently? I guess the government. Think Dutch? Yeah, it could be Dutch. I would like a missile silo as well. Dutch country, Bradford. What does that say? State representative, but I can't tell where. Can't tell where. Bradford something. Hold on. State representative, mattbradford.org. Without looking it up, we don't know, but we do have corn. Iowa? Yeah, it could be. But I don't think it's looking like not entirely farmland, so I'm willing to say this might actually just be a farm, but like more towards this area. Like, I'm really feeling maybe Pennsylvania. Hey, Chief Cheese, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm feeling Pennsylvania here, honestly. What do we have here? Zacharias Creek? Come on. This, like, has to be Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm going Pennsylvania. I'm going, like, more to the west. Look at that. 306 kilometers ain't bad. I mean, it was, to be fair, actually, it was kind of bad. Anyway, we're in Lansdale right now. Lansdale, Philadelphia. Let's take a look. Lansdale, Philadelphia. Lansdale, PA. I'm good sometimes. All right, here's Lansdale. Let's take a look. Getting a lot of cities. Just wait till we get the rural areas. That's over near Bucks County. Way closer to the city than I would have guessed. Yeah, right outside of it, too. Do we still have home type selected? Yeah. Okay, so here's our cheap home right here. This is going to be $234,000. 2 bed, 2 bath, 1,000 square feet townhouse. I grew up in a townhouse for a little bit of time before the Sclim Factory. I kind of don't mind them. Take a look. Outdoor. This is like a duplex or something. Let's see the inside. Kind of nice. Kind of all right. That's a spooky boiler room. A small bathroom. Very small bathroom. Hold on. That exact sink. Look, I like the hand with the photo. I had this exact sink in my home. Like this exact crowning, this exact handle, the exact bowl, and the exact patterning. I had this exact sink. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, yeah, pretty standard bath. I don't know, something about this is interesting. Just like the toilet, just like staring you in the eyes right when you open the door. I don't know. They stole my sink. Bathroom's normal shower. Let's see the rest of the house. I want to see some interior. Yep, pretty basic, completely empty. They're not AI genning anything in here. Imagine trying to sell a house and going, what do we do for the first pick? Scary basement? Yeah, they don't know how to sell. They don't know how to advertise clearly. Maybe they wanted to show that the boiler was like upgraded. Maybe that's like a feature if you look in the description or something. Yeah, very normal home. $230,000 townhouse. Honestly, I've lived in places that look exactly like this. So this is pretty normal. Pretty normal, I would say. A little balcony. How's the area? I mean, we are kind of right outside of a city, so that's not that bad. 230. It's a townhouse though, so you are sharing it. I believe there's like a duplex. There's another neighbor on the other side. A lot of U.S. houses have either a tiny kitchen or a huge one, no in between. Yeah. Do you own part of the lawn? Maybe. You probably share it. Because I think someone lives on this side and someone lives on this side is probably the game. It's all right. I wouldn't take it, but that's only because it's a duplex for $200,000. I'd probably look for something else. But we are in Pennsylvania, to be fair. Let me take a look at the high one. Yeah, here we go. 5 mil. 1811 Hollow Road. Let's take a look. Sharing a wall isn't bad. It's not the worst thing. Better than above and below. Huge lawn, manicured, mansion, 5 mil. 6 beds, 8 baths. Under 10,000 square feet. I actually have friend. Does anyone want to? Oh yeah, grandfather clock. All right. Yeah, grandfather clock. That's definitely in the house. That's definitely real and there. I promise. It's definitely for sure real and in the home. Totally real and true. Yeah, edutainment looking clock. Curves to the right, the stairs. I grew up with people who lived in houses like these. I have friends who live in houses like these. Oh, geez. How do you fill this much space? You don't, Malfi. That's the trick. You don't. There are just rooms you never use. That's the secret. Is you'll get this fancy house with a million rooms that you'll never ever use. Take a look. Yeah, look at that very real clock. This is what I'm talking about when I say they just drop shit in here for the yeah. The chair. It's rough. But purely to flex. Purely it's flexing with trash bags. Yep. Oh, yeah, look at that. Also very real table there. That's for sure in the room, I promise. That casts no shadow whatsoever and is clearly AI or photoshopped. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. The very real furniture. This seems real. Like, the reflection seems normal on that. So, the JPEGs in the alcoves. Yep. Yep. Very good. This room's kind of nice. I actually really like this. The brick with the plants. That looks really cool. Ooh. Yeah, now we're talking. The study. The study, everyone. If you would. Full room. I love this sort of thing. Yeah, look at that. That's the big boss desk right there. That's the executive desk. That's where Big Daddy's sitting. Or Big Mom. You can go either way. Now that's an office. My Stark father's office that I'm not allowed in. Yes, do not go into the office. Your father is busy. Hey, Zep, what's going on? That's where the will is read. He's probably 80. He's distant like a summer storm. Yeah, Lork territory. You could rage bait people. Imagine streaming from there. Imagine you're a VTuber and this is your stream setup. You get the fireplace going. You have a big plush robe on. You're smoking a cigar. The whiskey and cigar room. Yep. Absolutely. There's 130 images of this place. They want to show everything. Goals, to be honest. Something like this is way too big for me because, like, even if you can afford it, you have to hire cleaners. God forbid you'd ever do this alone, right? Is that a fucking elevator? Sorry for swearing, guys. But sorry. What? Why do we have an elevator in here? The cleaners live there too. Yeah, they live in the elevator. They live in the elevator. That's where they live. King shit. Reject the man cave, embrace the study. I mean, you can, but why is there an elevator? Like, where can we... One floor? Resident Evil type house? Hey, Sai, what's up? Oh, what's up, Sable? Oh, man. I guess, yeah, for the one floor... Oh, no, there's a basement. Hopefully it goes to both levels. Elevator's usually for help. The helper's elevator. What's Sclimbo? Oh, we're doing GeoGuessr House Hunters right now. Old rich man can't climb the stairs. You'd think they get one of those cool roller coasters that go on the staircase, but I guess that's fine. Please be a wine cellar. I hope there's a cool basement here. We're in Pennsylvania, so there might be a cool basement. Secret protein basement. We have like a high shot of a really cool basement, I think. It's the elevator to the dungeon where the mods live. Yeah, the mod dungeon. They're too rich for fun. They're too rich for whimsy. I like that outdoor patio kind of deal. The mini euthanasia coaster. Yeah, it just kills you when you're old enough to have to use it. Can't get into the basement without the hidden puzzle key. Yep. Absolutely. Thanks for the hydrate, J-Ray. Oh, man. I want to see this basement. Listen, we have a lot of photos left. There's got to be a basement. This has to be a basement. I believe. I hope there's a chute. Okay. Hold on. Half-finished attic, though. You could hang out up there. That's pretty sick. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Basement time. There's the basement bar. I hope it's a wraparound basement. I hope it wraps completely around. New fast map, actually. There it is. There it is. The wine cellar. TV room. You called it. Is that the Last Supper? That is the Last Supper, but with like... Wait, hold on. Is that a photo of the Last Supper, but it's presidents? Is that Ronald? Hold on. Does that not look like president? They're in suits. It's hard to tell because you need to zoom in, but if you enhance, is that the Last Supper with presidents? I can't, dude. That looks like a fake image too. I don't want to click on that. I don't know what'll happen. Okay, nothing will happen, but is it Photoshop? It looks like the Last Supper, like framing wise, but dudes are in suits. Totally is. Yeah, I'm sure Reagan's there. Let's see. Okay, so basement seems to maybe have rooms. Ooh, look at that. Actually that looks a little coastal, I would say. Nice. How's the pool looking? Ooh, yeah. That's a nice one. There's a little walking path out back. Only thing I could hope for is a walking path. Look at that property. Outdoor fire pit's lovely. It sure is. Look at this. A good old American home. All right, next. Let's hopefully get a rural area this time. Do some grilling. Hey, just what we asked for. All right, where are we? Gabbert Lane. Pool is not deep enough, I agree. Hard to tell, though. This is going to be an interesting one because we're going to be looking at more rural prices now rather than the city, which is going to be pretty cool because I bet we get a lot for a little. See over here. South. I'm thinking south right away. Hill Road, Larson. The dirt's looking pretty dirty. Northern U.S. It could be northern, actually. This could be like summer in the north. But I don't know. I'm not getting it from the ground. I think the ground is given something else. Yeah, the trees don't look right to me. Yeah, asphalted. Larson sounds south. I agree. I think it's south. Pacific Northwest. It could be. I think light south is also an option. Let's look around. Find some more information. Not in the middle of nowhere near some civilization. Maybe. We'll see. What is this? Grange. Oh, yeah, this is south. We got Grange. We got Lawson. We got a bunch of names that are very, very southern. Grange and Hill. Yeah. I'm thinking this is the south. I don't know where, though. Oh, hold on. There was an interstate there, wasn't there? An interstate sign over here? Or is that a local? No, it's a local. Speed limit 25. Let's zoom down here a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, the ground here. This might even be coastal. Like, secretly. This might be near a lake bed or something. Trees are not southern. It is flat enough. Yeah, look at this, too. It's like a lodge here. 6845. Check car plates. They always blur them out. They always blur out the car plates. You can only tell color, really. Yeah, it'd be too easy otherwise. Does it just tell you what state you're in all the time? This one's throwing me. Because this could be like a lakeside community. For sure. Could also be like Pacific Northwest. Glory Lane, private road. Yeah. I'm going to go south here again, I guess. Or do I want to go Pacific Northwest? I don't know. Some of the trees, boat spotted. Okay, I'm right about it being a lake bed then. I thought the ground might have looked like that a little bit. Because when you get this sort of sandy ground, it just reminds me a lot of coastal or lake areas. Like this sort of like sandy mix here in the ground. So I think we're on a lake for sure. It's probably private road around a lake, but where? Check the trash bins. Good idea. Hold on. There's another street sign here. That is Grange and Lions Club. Okay. And we do have trailers. Lions Club. Interesting colored house. I don't know. Could this be Michigan? I don't know much about Michigan. I'm going to be honest. Maybe Upper Peninsula. USPS. I mean, duh. We're in the United States. Steel House paints a first. It is a first. I'm definitely confused on this one. They're in the Northeast. It's not Michigan. I don't think beach. Yeah, I don't think it's beach. Central Park Road. I think this is a lake. I don't think this is a beach or by the coast. I think it's a lake. And I think that maybe New York, Pennsylvania again. How are we feeling like an upstate New York lake? How are we feeling about that? Like outside Syracuse. Is that an option? They experienced flooding. Yeah. If it was coastal, we would have seen a seagull. Could be Finger Lakes. Could be Finger Lakes. I want to go outside Syracuse here. Bold guess. No, it was complete. It was Pacific Northwest. Damn. Damn. And it was, in fact, by the bay. Okay, so we're looking for Central Park or near Aberdeen. So we're looking at like Central Park. Where are we? Washington? Central Park, Washington. Well, I didn't go south, so you're right about that. Central Park, Washington. Central Park, Washington. See if that's like big enough. Okay, there's a few homes in this little area, and this is the right place, right? Wait, no, hold on. There's another Central Park, because weren't we over here? Hold on, where were we? Wait a sec, we weren't that low. We were here. Alder Grove. Let's go Montesano then. Let's go Montesano, Washington instead. Montesano, Washington. Just because this looks a little close to the city. Here we go. There we go. That's much more like it. Look up Aberdeen. All right, let's go here. This is an interesting one because it's kind of by the ocean, but oh, okay. Here we go. $20,000 trailer. How we looking? Out in the highway, middle of nowhere, because we got the address as Highway 12. So definitely out in the middle of nowhere, which, you know, it is what it is. Ooh, it's kind of a rundown trailer too. You can afford that right now, cash price? Yeah, well, I think, oh, I don't think you want it. I don't think you want it. Yeah, there's no lot cost. That's good. Because lot cost will screw you, I've heard. Needs a little TLC. Yeah, maybe of the whole place. All right. Yep, that's unfortunate. However, it might have been a poll. Here we go. Okay, private orchard. A whole private orchard for 2.5 mil. Now, this house probably isn't that crazy, but it has its own orchard. Incredible. TLC with a flamethrower, yeah. Hey, what's up, Saria? What's going on? Winemaker, maybe. Look at that. That's all yours. You have land 4 days out in Washington. Is that 2 houses? Hold on. Whoa, no, it's a barn. Lots of land. Yeah, actually, that's the house square feet, I think. How we doing? We're doing good, Lance. How you doing? Look at that little cute house. And then you have an entire farm. So the house is nothing to write home about. Very cute, adorable. Looks, that's a big-ass bed. Is that like a double king? What is that? Caretaker home? Could be. I think they're selling a whole farm, yeah. I think they are. Cool bunk beds, kind of nice. Yeah, this is a... What is that? Oh, no, I thought that was a basement. I thought that was like a secret dungeon entrance. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, now we're talking whole barn. Entire barn farm situation going on right here. I mean, you could do a lot with the space. It's not that expensive. I mean, 2.5 million is super expensive, but you have a literal creek. You have a river. You have a river access. You have an entire barn and an entire farm and orchard. This is really sick. You would have, this would be a full-time job though. Oh my God. And you can kayak here. Maintaining this would be a full-time job, but it's incredible. You could fish here right outside your property. Oh, and it's right up against the mountain. Oh my God. This is my commune. I don't know if the cows come with the house. They probably sell those, but look at that. That's so sick. Yeah, I'm super on board. 100% wood. Wood. All right, we are in red. I see red. I see red ground. You know what that means. Maybe New Mexico. Put it on throne. Yeah, put the whole house on throne. Maybe New Mexico right away. We got clay, baby. What's going on out here? Oh, this is really middle of nowhere, huh? But not, because there's a new development, clearly. Like a castle. I bet we can find that house. I bet these are for sale, because this is in the middle of nowhere, but they're nice. Cute lamp in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, let's go down the road, see where we're at. Could be south for sure. I mean, we got clay here. Like, this could just be, like, New Mexico or something, right? I know that they do have foliage in New Mexico. That's, like, not... that's real. Bavarian housing? Yeah. That does kind of throw me, right? Because does New Mexico have a really big, like, German population? I don't think so. But we do see that red clay. It is like, is it more like chaparral? No, those are real trees. Hold on. It might just be a clay area. Those are real trees. Yeah. That's actually like a decently sized forest over there. This could be Texas. Yep, this could be like border of green and desert Texas. I kind of agree with that. Let's see. Do we see any really big things here? Trees aren't real, so I opt to sell. That's fair. It goes on forever. I'm going to say this is Texas, right around here. Okay. All right. It was Oklahoma, but not that bad. Not that bad. We are right outside of Oklahoma City, which means we are getting an Oklahoma City guess. Go. Not bad. Not bad. Oklahoma City. Homes. Let's see. A little high. I'm from South New Mexico, and that doesn't look like the South. All right. Good to know, some. Good to know. That is a lot. At what point did lot stop? Okay, there we go. Driving in OK City is not okay. Here's like, ooh, $13,000 in Oklahoma City, and it's a trailer. But this is a house. You know what? We've seen enough trailers, even though this is, I gotta look at both. I gotta look at both. There are 2 photos of this thing. They won't even show the inside. It's practically a storage unit. It's $13K. It needs some TLC. They won't show the inside because they're scared. Here's an actual $30,000 home though, and it's 2-bed, 1 bath in Oklahoma City. Does nobody live in Oklahoma City, or is this condemned? Because this looks fine from the outside. I'm sure it's like breaking, but it doesn't look that bad. Take a look. Indoors? Are they brave enough to show the inside? Oh, maybe they're not. They are not brave enough to show the inside. Okay. That's scary. Yeah, I want an indoor here, actually. Hold on. How about this 40K? You're going to show me the inside? You will also not show me the inside. What's going on in Oklahoma City here that there's a lot of houses they're scared to show the inside of? What's the first house we can actually see? Okay. Okay. Crime scene units are still cleaning up the interiors. Got it. Condemned cardboard windows. Here's a $45,000 trailer or prefab home, but it's actually real. Look, it's solid. We got solid fundamentals. Solid fundamentals here. I could live in this. More space than I need. You could put a gym in one of these rooms. 45K. It's got all the amenities. I'll take it. Yes, absolutely. That is actually an ideal home as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't need any more than that. 1,200 square feet. Looks nice. I'm a fan. 45K in Oklahoma City. At least you're in a city. Apparently, it's not the best city, but at least you're in a city. I like the liminal hallway. Me too. Does the kitchen island exist? Probably not. Let's take a look at it. Oh my God. Do we look at the privately stocked pond or the climate controlled swim spa? What is that? What is that? That's Gatsby. Yeah, that's Gatsby right there. Well, sorry to drop this on you guys. However, pre-rolls are just about to turn on. So before we look at this one, I think it's a good time to go to ad break. You know, keep a little surprise for after the ads. So we're going to go to ad break for 4 minutes and get rid of pre-roll ads. We'll be right back, and we're going to take a look at this $15 million private stock pond home. They won't even tell you where. Undisclosed address. I'm sure you can find it on Google Maps. It's a little big. All right. Well, yeah, cliffhanger. Okay, we're going to go to ads. I will be right back. Stick with me, and I'll see you on the other side. Everyone, BRB. BRB. Moving our arms in. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully the ads weren't too bad for you. Getting up was a mistake. I'm in pain again. Ow. Ow. But I'm back. Let me take a drink. Oh, I found the missile silo, by the way. You guys excited? We'll look at that after the big mansion, because I do want to see the big mansion first. Okay. So, now that we're back and everything's looking good, let's take a look. Silo. Yeah, we do have a whole underground bunker I can show you afterwards. But let's look at this first, because this is a $15 million private stock pond home that looks like a compound that like a dictator would live in. Let's take a look. Oh my God. Undisclosed. Like, you can find it. You can for sure find this. Hey, what's up, Awesome Night? What's going on? Let's take a look. Oh my God. Look at this thing. 36 acres is what it's called. That's probably because it is. Whole basketball court. Whoa. That's weird. Because you'd think like a big $15 million mansion would be fancy, but look at the simplicity of this architecture. It's just a long house. Looks like a Viking longhouse or something. Is that a church barn? Maybe. Is that the main house or is that something else? That might not even be the main house, actually. Now that I mention it. Awesome Night, thank you for the resub. 2 months of Sclimbo. Yeah. I think that's the garage. Oh, no. Wait, this is the OkCupid owner's house? For sale? Oh, my God. That's not even the main house. Oh. Yep. Look at that. Wow. I do really like it, okay? So I'm a really big sucker for, like, tiers. And you know how they have all these, like, different terraces with different tiers at different heights with all these stairs? It's cool. There's, like, a lot of room for just going around places and going up and down things. Okay, Cupid owner? Yeah, this does explain it. This is where Kevin Durant lived. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's a swinger mansion. It's probably a swinger mansion. I do love mesas. Yep, there's your McLarens or whatever they are. What is this? I need to know what this is. Is this like a private barn for functions? It might be. It might be like a event space for functions. Those cars, yeah. Of course you gotta... It's not like the cars come with the house. I don't know why they're putting them there. I like the idea of you have a pool, but you also have like a rock grotto. I will say, if there's one thing that's like a wish that I want out of a house that I know I'll never get unless I build my own home, I want an underground grotto. Really bad. I want a secret underground grotto that's dark and has a pool in it, but like is all rocky and stuff, and they can be fake rocks like at like amusement parks and like water parks, but I want like a cool rock grotto in my house. Why are there 8 beds but 16 baths? Well, I want a rock grotto. Yeah, does Playboy have a grotto? I hope your name starts with an N. Yeah, there's a lot of that around here. Wow. I can't wait to see the actual house. This is crazy. Insane. I think I got a little... Look at that. Look at that. Dune cave. This is so sick. Are they even going to show pictures of the inside, or are they just like, you don't even need to know? Like, don't bother. It's crazy. It looks like a water park. Oh my God. Here we go. Hidden rooms for intelligence operations. That makes sense. Whoa. Oh my, look at the aesthetic. It's like steel. Blue steel. I actually like it. I actually like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's not that like sterile white. It's not, I mean, it's gaudy in its own way, but it's pretty advanced. You know what? Imagine this in the dark. Like imagine this with low lights on. That would be so cool. That's how I'd keep it. I'd never have a lot of lights on. This is a party house for sure. I mean, like look at all the serving areas. There's probably like 30 studies. Whole bowling ring makes sense. Oh, it's even patterned after like old style bowling. That's pretty cool. Got bowling underground. Now, what is this? This is the real question. What is this? What is this? Like the whole barn is its own restaurant? Oh yeah, it's a restaurant. Huh. And also a big space for parking. I guess this is where all the cars go. That makes sense. Jeez. Yeah, an aircraft hangar, I guess. I mean, it could be. And yep, that's a church. That looks like a church. This is the kind of house you get attacked by a small private army in. Yeah. Who's featured in 2 seasons of the Bravo show Below Deck Mediterranean. Built-in restaurant, but no address? A little suspicious, huh? That could be a skate park. I also, though, I want to look at this one. Because this is a climate-controlled swim spa, and I want to see that. There could be a cult here. The OkCupid cult. This is where they do demon rituals to increase the app prices of OkCupid Pro or whatever it is. This is where they consult with dark gods to decide how much the pro subscription of your dating app is. All right, this is nice. This is nice. I like the long walk down to the pool. Kind of keep it away. The cult orgy house, maybe. I like that a lot. Nice walking areas. I appreciate that. You know, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of missed opportunities where when you have a area this big, I think you should have walking paths around it, like around the lake, around the pond. That'd be really comfy, right? Go for a little stroll. It does look like a cult home, like a modern cult though. Oh, I like this place a lot. Look at it at night. Beautiful. Whoa, yeah, it looks like almost medieval, you know, in a way. A little European. Yeah, very European, actually. Look at these. If I remember correctly, isn't that architecture from, like, I want to say, not Denmark, but, like, North Europe? That's, like, Northern Europe thing, and, like, a Bavarian thing, maybe? Or is it a Bavarian thing? It's something, but is the inside sterile? That's a question, yeah. Let's hope, please. Hopefully not. Yeah, it is European. Definitely looks European. Danish, maybe. Yeah. That little, like, you have those, like, X crosses on, like, the window guard thing. Bavarian. Very German, Danish. All right. Not far off. Inside's nice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Not sterile at all. Very, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Very good. Yeah, I'm very positive on this one. This is really nice. It was also 5 mil, which is like, you know, very expensive, but it's not like $15 million. Very good. Very good. Danish, Belgium, Luxembourg. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a little, I'll live there. I can live in the shed. All right. Let me live in the groundskeeper's shed and do crimes with like garden shears and then do a murder mystery. I think it looks like you'd like keep chickens there or something. 9 baths, could use a touch more color. Yeah. Pool house. I kind of like it. Just let me live in the pool house. I'll be the pool boy. Pool boy. That could be me. 2-door house. Play again. All right. Oh boy. Where are we now? We are at intersection. Seasons Parkway. Intersection land. That is MSP / MSP. I could be Mississippi, but let's not jump to conclusions. Health Partners Clinic. Seasons Parkway. Brugesman. Hey, Emilio. No problem. Have a good trip. Have a good trip. Health Partners Clinic. Have a good shopping. Stream's not going to be super long today, though, so I might not be back. I might not be live when you come back, but good luck either way, and I'll see you on Monday if not. Let's see. What is this? The Seasons. Which ones? Parkway. Really is just a U.S. intersection, huh? We do have foliage, but that doesn't mean much. Okay. Anyone seeing anything? Anything interesting? No, it's just a big health partner clinic place. Seasons Parkway, we gotta go further down. I was hoping for like a state name on something here. Release. Seasons Parkway again, we're still on it. Donation center. Okay, so I think we're outside of I would say we're outside of a reasonably sized city. Probably a 612 area code. Oh, Palm Beach. Wait, hold on. Palm Beach Tan, but that could be the name of the place. Tamarack Village. Could this be Florida? What is 612? We've been wrong about that. Do you guys want to go to the Good Feet store? Dude. Never mind. Could just be the name. Yeah, it could be the name. No way. Yeah, we found the Good Feet store. It's definitely southeast. Nails and Head Spa. The what? Could be Florida. Could be Florida. Everything's Florida until proven otherwise. Teacup, shaved snow, boba, and coffee. Okay, boba. Maybe we're closer to the coast than we think. I don't think there are boba places in the interior of the country, but I might be wrong about that. I think it's more of a coastal thing, right? Because that would come with like Asian immigration, most likely. So we're probably near a coast. Those trees feel a little further north than Florida. I know, but Florida can be deceptive. Here's a giant parking center. Ooh, let's judge the stores. We can judge based on stores. Okay, Banfield Pet Hospital, PetSmart. Banfield is probably the place we're in. I don't know where that is, but Little Caesars, Orek Vacuums. Based on the grocery store, you might be able to figure this out. The Joint Chiropractors. What's this big one? This is that a Home Depot? Why are you blurring that out? I was in this area when I visited my friend in Minnesota. It's Woodland, Minnesota. Is it? Pharmacy, 24 hours. And this is a Gub Foods, something else. All right, Wi-Fi seems pretty confident. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Boba is in the interior. All right, let's go Minnesota something. Nice, you got it. You were there. Half-mast flag, the time of day. Okay, so we were in Minneapolis, right outside Minneapolis. I would like to get a more rural location, though. We keep only getting cities, but Woodbury. All right, let's check Woodbury. That's Woodbury, Minnesota. Oh, I need to show you the silo, actually. Hold on, let me do that really quick before we look at Woodbury. So, take a look at this. So this is the silo. This is the Cold War missile silo. This is in Spokane, Washington. Okay, the thing about it is it's all underground. So this is the plot of land you get with its own airstrip, right? The Atlas E missile silo from the 1950s. But look at the underground. It's so cool. No, this is incredible. 24 acres of private land. I think this is one of the above ground facilities still, right? Like one of the above ground actual housing units. You can tell there's some 50s influence here. Just wait till we get below. Potential uses beyond survival, right? So then you start going down, some fake stuff in here. There we go. Now you have the COD map below. The Call of Duty map below. I need to see all of the images. Hold on. Do these have the ones of like the actual interior? Because it's crazy. There's like a whole motor vehicle pool and stuff like that. Yeah, the lighting is good. I mean, it was a missile silo, so people worked in here, you know? Will this show it? Because these are some of the underground like amenities. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. An entire motor vehicle pool, workshop, some of the underground areas. Yeah, here's the workshop underground. There's the missile silo, huge corridors you can run around in. Like it's, yeah, zombie survival bunker, actually. You can see it on Zillow too, but it's really crazy cool. So much. Yeah, you have a new home goal. It was like only 2 mil, I think, too. Like not bad. All right, here's another trailer. Just looking at eBay the other day, found a house for sale on it. Oh, on eBay, really? What was it looking like, Frack? What's an eBay house for sale look like? Do I want... We've done a lot of these. Maybe we should just stick to homes and not trailers. I don't mind looking at them quickly, though, but trailers are pretty samey by nature of being trailers. Let's take a look at this. This is $140,000 in St. Paul, Minnesota. Studio. Kinda could be comfy. Definitely in a complex of some kind. But let's see it. 140K. Yeah, it's not going to be much. Oh, it's really not going to be much. And I guess you own it, but it's like a unit. Oh, I don't know if I'd want to own that for $100,000. Does have a garage, I guess. It's only 630 square feet. Like, I think I'd rather rent at that point and not pay $130,000. Yeah, because you're in a complex also, so you're going to have to be, like, subjected to rules and stuff. I don't know. There might be, like, an HOA here or something. I don't know. Hold on. Is there any HOA information? 80s isn't bad. Built in the 80s. Yeah, run away if it's an HOA. Yeah, completely updated unit. Great corner unit with main level patio. I don't like it. It's a unit. How about the location, though? I guess there's a pickleball court nearby, it looks like. And that's not too bad. Childcare is right nearby. I'm on it, though. I don't think I'd do it. I think it's a no from me. What about here? Okay, highest one in this area is only $1 million. That's pretty cool. I like how wide that is. Oh, $350 per month for HOA? Ooh, no thank you. No HOA can tame the owner of a missile silo. True. Okay, this isn't bad. This very, very standard looking house. This is $1 million home. Honestly, I'd like a little more for $1 million, but it is nice. Let's take a look. Yeah, as far as, well, I'm saying only $1 million because this is the most expensive house in the area. Also, it's completely fake. None of this is real. This is one of those, look at this. This is one of those Photoshop homes. The entire interior might be fake. Like, that window is fake. That outside is fake. This is fake. This is all fake. This is not here. This was built 45 minutes ago. Yep, that entire living room is not real. Look at that. Look how unreal that is. And the windows. Copy paste. Yep, not a real place. There's nothing in there. Not a real location. These might be real. I think these might be real. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. The windows are all fake. I can't look how, okay, that island might not even be there. This looks super fake. Unreal Engine 6 leaked footage right now. Maybe worse. It's the JPEG of a home. I don't want this for $1 million, actually. I really don't. Nothing about this is appealing to me. It looks like, well, like white hellscape. Everything's just painted the same and it's too bright and there's nothing cool. And it's $1 million. I don't want it. I really don't want it. Oh, okay. Well, there's a basketball court, I guess. That's kind of cool. All of it goes into... Okay, and then there's a fake gym that you have no equipment in. Look at the most depressing gym of all time they have going on right here. They have like a... What is that? Is that a foot trainer? Yeah, that's a stepping foot trainer. They have a decline bench for sit-ups and then some adjustable weights. That's it. It's not even a flat incline. It's a curved bench. Realtors are starting to get in trouble with this. Yeah, this is false advertising. This is false advertising. Big time. This is don't go here. This place is probably poopy. Probably a big stinky poo-poo. Let's go. Yeah, it's depression home. We got Munch Mobile Lunch. This might be a seniors community, actually. Brentwood, Trails Way. We got Munch Mobile Lunch. That is a sick car. We got a cool guy car right here. These are looking a little bricky. A little bricky for the homes. Multiple units. This might be a retirement community. I'm really thinking it might be. Or it's like right outside of city, Clipstone Trailsway. You immediately feel Ohio. I kind of get that, actually. Grandpa hangs out. Yeah. Well, it's either that or it's a senior community or it's like low income apartments. So it's seniors and also dudes with cool wrapped cars. Right? The two demographics that would live in that area, maybe. Let's see. Trailsway and Sherman. Ohio feels maybe right. Ohio. Oh, that's an old image. Okay. Ohio feels maybe right off the bat, actually. Let's see. Do we have any other info? Something here. That just says Ryan on it. Ryan. Oh, right outside of a funeral home. Very nice. Sachian and Sherman. I kind of like Ohio. Flag. Wait, you saw flag? You saw state flag? I missed it. I missed it. That is a United States flag. That won't help us, I don't think. You have no proof, only vibes. Sometimes vibes are all you need. Yeah, this is Midwest. I agree, OL. What do you think about Ohio? I think this might just be Ohio. It's still pretty green. It's not like super south or Midwest or anything like that. Like, it's not too far. I don't think we're out here, but it might be Ohio. Maybe even like Eastern Ohio. What do we got here? Madison. Madison. Yeah, senior community, funeral home, Ohio, PA, Indiana. I agree. St. Paul, Madison. Wait, that's a thing. That's a thing. Madison, Ohio. Isn't that a place? Is Madison, Ohio a place? Or is that Madison, Wisconsin? Dayton, Wisconsin? Because Madison, yeah. Madison, New York? There is a Madison. There's a Madison in South Wisconsin. It could be. St. Paul. I think it's the US. I think you're right. St. Paul. That's a big city in Wisconsin or Michigan, right? Yeah, I think that might be it. It might be right here. Nice. Yeah, super on. Super on. Very, very good. Okay, so now we're looking for homes in Madison, Wisconsin. Take a look. Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. We kind of killed that one. Okay, so cheapest home. Ah, some seaside stuff here. Ooh, wait, is that a shed? Hold on. On Beltline Highway, is this just a shed? It is. I would live in the shed. Property Revival. It's just a shed. It's just a literal shack. I mean, but 18K though. Hey, Duntham, no problem. You're never late. Thanks for coming by. Shed living. How about let's get a real home? There's a lot of sheds here in this area. That is a house. That is a house. Okay, here we go. $76,000. 3-bed, 2-bath. And it looks like it might be okay. They won't show anything else. That's scary. Yeah, never mind. How we doing? How you doing, Matt? I'm doing good. We're doing some GeoGuessr House Hunter right now. We did all right on that one. I had a lot of help, though. I had a lot of help. Yeah, this isn't like a real house, so I don't want to look at this one. This one is. Okay, here we go. 87K, right under 90K. Probably a trailer home, but indoor laundry, and it looks like okay. Yep, I'm fine with something like that. Looks all right. It's all right. A wizard is never late or early. He arrives precisely when he arrives. True. What we got here? Another house, 90K. This one's more of a house. They're all looking like they're built by the same developer, though, so it's probably all in the same complex. How about most expensive? Even 3D printed Grey Knight? Nice. 40K action. Here's a $10 million house on Zero Confidential Road. I don't know why they make the address confidential. Like, we can find it on Google Maps. It's a huge home if we want to. And here's a 1-acre lot by the ocean. That's $10 million if you want that instead. Let's take a look at this, though. 6-bed, 7-bath, 10,000 square feet, and it is on the Great Lake, it looks like. Incredible. Ocean, not ocean, Great Lake. My bad, my bad. Great Lake is great. Ooh, I kind of like that. You got the little trees blocking it out here, a little garden in the center. Kind of cool. That is a mansion. Look at that dock. Nice. Yeah, right on the ocean. I did it again, right on the lake. Right on the lake. I like it. I like it. Let's see the interior, see how hellish and gaudy it is. Or if it's good. Like exterior, I like. Kind of fun. Definitely fancy. I have a friend. I have a friend whose house looks almost exactly like this setup on the outside, but there's no dock, unfortunately, because there is water and it is a bay, but it's not like, yeah. They are inland seas, basically. Yeah, you got a point. Nice exterior, but let's see what's going on inside. We get it. There's a dock. I have enough pictures of that. Okay. All right. Interesting. That's not really what I expected. Even though it is kind of white, I don't hate it. That's pretty all right. Crazy painting. You got to put up some crazy paintings in big houses like this. Insane curtains. How could you ever clean those? Hallway bench. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is one of those rooms where it's like, I don't think people live in this room. I don't think they ever sit down in here. It's just too nice. They have a telescope. In case you get tired of walking in the house. Yeah, this is like a ballroom. Yeah. Look at that. Nice telescope. That's kind of cute. But I don't think people really use the space. Would be my guess. Nice. Big kitchen. All right. I kind of expected the kitchen to be fancier for 10 mil, but it's big at the very least. Kind of small like island for a $10 million house, but yeah, hyenas watching you through the windows. Luckily, there are no hyenas in Minnesota or Michigan or wherever we are. Actual gas stove. This is like, you don't eat here. Okay, so when I was describing earlier, when Malfi asked, what do you do with all the space? This is what you do. This is one of those rooms that you only pass through, you never sit down in. Nobody would ever use this for anything because it's too nice. You'd ruin the chairs, you'd ruin the table. If you put anything on it, you're in danger of breaking everything. Nobody ever uses this dining room, I promise you. Completely unused. It's sitting as a statement. That's a lot of ground space that they didn't know what to do with. A lot of space there. You can have another room instead, but ooh, okay, a little balcony. Yeah, front living room you don't use. Exactly. The front living room that goes unused. You got a bath here and a shower. Nice. I like the wet room idea there in the shower. Kind of cool. Let's see. A little big closet. Big closet. All right. Yep, that's above ground, but it's a pool room. Again, a little too fancy for me. It's just like, it's nice, but that's just too much. Like, do you really need all of this to play pool? Really? Make the bath bigger. I agree. Get a nice bath. Like, we're looking at, I would say, form over function here. Hey, Fail, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Because, like, there's a lot of space and a lot of fancy looking stuff. You don't do anything with it. Wine cellar, of course. But yeah, it's just not efficient. See, I would say if I had a house like this, I would be like a megalomaniac. I'd be crazy. Because if I had a house like this, I would make every room like a different aesthetic. It'd be like an Epcot of a mansion, right? Like, this is the jungle room. This is where we put like animals and jungle plants and snakes. And then this is the cool ski chalet room where we put like wooded stuff and greenery and like pine trees. Like, I'd be completely eccentric with a house this big. But I wouldn't use it for nothing. There'd be a use for every room. Yeah, a bunch of gigantic rooms you should put puzzles in, pretty much. Next. What, cleaning that place? Yeah. All right, so we have some red dirt. Once again, open space. These are southern trees, I'm pretty sure. These are southern trees. This might actually be Badoang Strait. Actually, wait a second. We're in US, right? Could this be an island? I know that's a crazy thing to say, but hold on. Let's look around a little more. I don't think so. Maybe not. It might be. Okay, we got palm trees. I don't know, though. There's a little bit of green on those mountains. The hill on the right. Yeah, it could be like Hawaii, though. It could be Hawaii. Does this count territories? I think I was right. I think this is Hawaii. Did I just hard guess Hawaii like frame one? Oh, yeah, I think it's Hawaii. I think I was so right about that. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know much about Hawaii, but let's just say it's somewhere on this island, huh? Don't doubt me. You ready for really expensive homes? Because the thing was, I was like, okay, there's palm trees, but it's red sand, but it's a little green. And I'm like, wait, this might be an island. This might be an island. Let's go to Capole houses. This is going to be something, I bet. This is going to be something. Yeah, $50 million houses. Let's go. Actually, okay, maybe not. But let's see what the cheapest one is. Okay, the cheapest is a corner end unit for $400,000. That is 528 square feet. So you too, for $400,000, can own a unit in a facility that is this big. It's 500 square feet. The cheap end is much more telling. Yeah, you could say that. Lani Kai and Honolulu, most expensive North Shore, should have a few too. Yeah, that's not great. Wait, hold on. Did that say retirement home too? No, recreation center. At least it is a recreation center. I better for $400,000 at the low end. That's the cheapest thing here. You get to live in someone's addition for 400K. Look at the high one. Here's 3.5 million and it's literally an acre. It's a lot. It's empty. Okay, here we go. 2.8 million. And it is... No, I bet there's something more expensive. These are all units. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit. Here, 2.8 mil, 3.75. That is the lot. So yeah, here's 2.8 mil, 6 bath, 5 bed. This is why you can't live in your own hometown. Yeah. Let's look at this. Okay, is this another not real house? Yeah, it might be, maybe, actually, that might be real furniture. That might be real. Yeah, I think it's real. I think it's real. Very sterile, though. And we have that crazy white with these lights that drive you insane again. Move the boundary. Yeah, this is probably what's commercially available. You're right. There's probably like secret Zillow for hyper rich people in Hawaii. That is a lot of lights. Yeah. I hate this aesthetic. I hate the white painting with the really harsh halogen bulbs, or like the bright, whatever they're called. Those bulbs, they suck. They're the worst. I'll go crazy if they're on all the time, honestly. They will drive me insane. Is that a gaming setup? I don't know. The color of that desk, the black and red, that might be a gamer setup right there. Look at that PC. I think some gamers live here. I see a mic. I see a... Yeah, that's a gaming PC right there. If you can dim them, they're not that bad. I don't want them at all. Mark Zuckerberg buy a lot of property in Hawaii? Maybe. Looks like a hospital. I just hate it. It just looks bad. Okay, Fort. Yep. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. And then, yeah. All right. It's like, okay, I would never pay that much money for it. I don't even know if we're on the ocean. I mean, eventually we will be, right? But where is that? That was like inland. Yeah, that's even inland. It's not even on the ocean. Yeah. There's nothing even for sale on the coast. Here's a 1.8 mil. That's more on the coast, but... Hey, Fukuyama, what's going on? The random massive printer on the dresser? Whoa. Oh, this is the song I never like in this setup. We go back to the beginning. Next, we got a nice Hawaii guest there. Hey there. All right, where are we? This is palm tree spotted. Okay, palm tree spotted. We are somewhere. Yeah, too noisy. That's right. There is an airport. So that's why the houses are only $3 million. Connors Temple Baptist Church. We have Baptist. So probably in the south. We do also have... Wait, hold on, though. Palm Tree plus Baptist Church. Would that not just be like Florida? Or Louisiana? That could be Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. South, near the water. Maybe. Gwinnett. There's a KFC. Oh my god, MLK Jr. Boulevard. Maybe we're being baited here. MLK Jr. Boulevard. KFC. There is... What are these trees looking like? Grass. The Montgomery. I think this is like Alabama. Because there is a Montgomery, Alabama. I think like it might just be in Montgomery. We might just be in Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah, okay. Not bad. It was Savannah, Georgia. I've been to Savannah. How do you feel about being a hood ornament? Oh, get it in there. Absolutely. Unfortunately, another big city. But let's check out Savannah. Savannah has some really nice houses. Does Popeyes have a present in Louisiana? I don't know. Okay, done. Yo, $10 million iconic brick building we got coming up here. Let's do the expensive one first here. Oh my god. This looks insane. Oh, it's the old Savannah Cotton Exchange. I see. I see. Hey, Miss Sinclair, what's up? Happy holidays to you too. I'll DM you. All right, cool, Yummy. Okay. So this is an iconic cotton exchange you can buy. Yeah, in Savannah, Georgia. I mean, it looks nice. Or insane. Why would you buy this? Hey, Akami, what's up? Imagine living here. Wow. Some bad stuff probably went down in this room. Yeah, Akami, we're looking at the cotton exchange for sale in Savannah, Georgia. So you can draw your own conclusions from that. It's $10 million. Problematic, but beautiful. Well, it's nice architecture. Now we can appreciate that. Separate the architecture from whatever the hell happened in here. There's a British flag. Oh my God. Holy shit. Of course, it's like on the river. Yeah. Because that's how they ship it in. That's how it comes in. Keep it empty for the history. Yeah, you don't live in this. You just have this. And you probably do tours or something. Yeah, no, I don't think you can do anything to this. I think this is a museum. For sure. I just don't know why it's for sale. This is for sure. Oh, wait. I mean, I guess you could, like, kind of live in it. I don't know why you'd want to own it unless it was for historical purposes. Is there beds even? Not really. A lot of rooms. Oh, God. It does look crazy. It does look completely eccentric. I mean, you can imagine. Oh, cool. And there's like a riverboat. It's right on the river there. I mean, it's nice, but I would never want to own that. How about a real house? How about something we can live in? Here we go. New construction. New construction. There are only 5 photos. The construction is not done. That's a new construction. That's a condo, an entire condo for sale. What about just one home? Because these are all new elevator. Oh, let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Can I show you what 500K gets you in a small town? I'm sure we'll see it. I don't really want to open any links because I'm scared. But this place has an elevator. So let's take a look at this. This is what I think of when I think of Georgia, Savannah. Is like these big estates that have like, you know, elevators inside and stuff like that. They're wacky. 32K a month in mortgage. Yeah, private garden. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, the wealth acquired here. Insane. Oh, I kind of like the dark kitchen. That's kind of my sort of thing. And the bathroom too. I like greens and browns. All right, yep, elevator, multiple floors. We already got jump scared by an elevator once, so we're used to it now. We're fine. Normal, pretty normal. A lot of small rooms, it looks like. Only 4 beds. I don't know what you do with this room or what this room would be for. It's kind of bizarre. Very 80s money or not. We'll see. I don't know when this was built, but definitely eccentric. Look at all this wallpaper. I love the blood room. I love the blood dot room. That's the shoe closet. I see. Why is there just a random like shed with a furnace or a fireplace? It's kind of cool. That feels more ski lodge. Like this is like a New Hampshire like snow room right here. What's that doing in there? It's pretty cool, but very bizarre. The colors are everywhere. I mean, I like that sort of thing, but look at that little door. When was this built, I wonder? 1857. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, no, this is an old place. As an elevator, it's definitely, I mean, I'm sure someone owned it in the 80s, you know, who had big money, but I think we know where a lot of the wealth came from. Why is there a random TV on the wall? Well, you know, you gotta sometimes. We didn't look at cheap yet here, though. Okay, that's a lot. Not actually, but a lot, not a lot. Here we go. 75K. This is a house. It's a 500 square foot house on Gwinnett Street, which is actually where GeoGuessr was because we saw Gwinnett Street. And they will not show the interior. They're afraid. They fear you. How about this? Corner lot property. That's destroyed. How about the first one that's like an actual livable home? How about that? How about the first one that's not condemned property? Maybe? Is this? Could it be? No, there's no images there. Oops, all roaches. Yeah, kind of. 20K to live in the bushes. Okay, here's a home. This is 2 bed, 1 bath, 608 square feet for 100K. And it is falling apart, but it's not that falling apart. It's a little falling apart. It might be livable. That's a scary bathroom. Oh, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Okay, I don't think it's livable, actually. I think it's just mold is part of the foundation at that point. How about this? Is this reasonable? This is all right. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna fall over next time a hurricane rolls through. Yeah. Just dumpster it, honestly. Save the money. Load bearing black mold. I think so. All right, moving on. I think you're right about that. All right, we got a pond front, lakefront property here. Very flat. Very flat. And we do have the, yeah, that obviously lakefront sandy stuff. We're gonna have to go based off the houses because, you know, down by a lake, we're gonna get a little confused here. Very open. This could be like Montana or like Idaho or something. Looks arid a little bit. I don't know Montana, Idaho really well. This looks like Texas. Oh yeah, Texas by a lake. Hold on. No, you're cooking. You're absolutely cooking, Bogo. I think you're right. Back Bay and Sailfish. Utah by the lake. I guess there is some desert out here. Yeah, no, look, it turns into desert really fast. We're like on the precipice of desert. The lake might be the only reason why there's like a bunch of greenery around. There's desert past there. Look at that. Yep. Okay. Okay, Utah, Idaho. I miss being out there. I don't, but I never was. So looks like the gated community I live in Boca. I think we're in here. Wyoming, maybe. It's somewhere in this, like in this line, but that could be anything. I'm just gonna throw random Wyoming and see what's up. Nice, not bad. So that was in Montana. I was right about Montana, Idaho, right outside of Billings, Montana. Surely there's cheap houses there, right? Surely these houses have to be like reasonably priced. Okay, let's see. Here is a $17,000 2-bed, 1-bath. Is it real? It is. Okay. Quiet Park. That's Billings. Random Wyoming. Yeah, for a 300-kilometer. Yeah, kind of easy. Hold on. We're cooking now. This is 18K and it's like livable maybe. It is a trailer, but very dark and okay, never mind. Never mind. I got baited by the first picture. Somebody took a hammer to this place and destroyed it forever. What's the GeoGuessr equivalent of the Brazil Hail Mary? Probably like, honestly, like Pennsylvania or like Kentucky or something. I don't think we've seen some AI houses. Yeah, we have. Let me look for the first reasonable, actual livable home. Okay, all right. Here's $25,000 new construction. Is a trailer again, however. It's, yep, it's fine. That's all right. That's all right. I could live in this. Kind of cheap. Just to tell you, there is cheap housing available if you move out to Billings, Montana. Now let's look at the most expensive. All that counter space. Now I want to see like a real home here. There's a lot of lots. It keeps reselecting lots and land. I don't know why. Let's see. I want a non-trailer. Can I select non-trailer? Manufactured. Does that get rid of trailers? Manufactured? No, it doesn't. On those co-ops, does that get rid of trailers? No, it doesn't. What if I just get rid of town? Let me get rid of everything but houses. Does it get rid of trailers? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that's not worth it. Oh, nope. Cheap home in New York City, 10 million. Oh yeah, well, we were just in Hawaii looking, so we saw how bad it could be. All right, the lowest price thing in Hawaii that where we were was $400,000 for an end unit that was 500 square feet in a complex. Kind of tragic. All right, so hold on. These prices are cheap though. So like, what's the first real house that we can get for that amount of money? I wonder. It box. Yeah. Okay, so like this is a reasonable home. It's not the cheapest. It's 200K, and it actually is like a real house, like a normal home. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, that's a nice room. I like that. I'd live in there. That'd be my bedroom. Be my bedroom. Comfy, very comfy. We do not have a cool basement. Well, it's like half finished. Is that rug? No, that must be. Cat litter box. Yep. Little shed. Okay, yeah, that's like a 200K house. That would be like what a house would be priced if it were in a good location and it was the late 90s, early 2000s. So, so that's where you got to go now. Let's look for the Enclave. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, I was about to say it, but I didn't say it. When I said, let's look for the Enclave, it's because obviously in a place in the middle of nowhere like this, there is going to be an insane mansion for sure. There has to be like some eccentric person who wants to live out in the middle of nowhere is going to be around here. And sure enough, here's our 10 bed, 19 bath, 30,000 square foot house out here in Montana. Let's take a look. It looks crazy. Oh my God, it's right up against a bluff. It has a castle top. Oh my God, look at that. That is a compound. Nice turret. Yeah, look at that. Look at this nice defensible position you have here. Actually, that's a good attacker's position. Maybe this isn't good house placement, right? Because if an attacking army is up on the bluff, they can just rain arrows down on the house. Golf course spotted. Yeah, private golf course. Jesus. I like the use of wood. Big fan of that. Huge fan of that. Whoa. Wowee. All wood? That's my kind of thing. That's a whole lodge. It sure is. It's probably a lodge. I mean, we're in Montana, right? You can do hunting out here. Hey, Gloomy. You too. This is way too big to be usable. Yeah, this is luxury. This is $25 million you got. Imported all that wood from South America, most likely. What is this, like? What is this? Is this an elevator that goes... It's got to be an elevator or something. Or a spiral staircase. Of course, bowling, because you got to. Is the shooting range. Yep, we're in Montana. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's 5 a.m. for you. Damn. Good morning. I hope you woke up early, right? You're not just still awake, right? There's golfing, putt test, movie theater. Oh, baby. You look so lovely. I want you. Jim. Okay. I'm not gonna moan. I'm not gonna moan. Indoor pool. Indoor pool. Alert. A meeting house. Like, yeah. This is like a meeting house, clubhouse. Your cats woke up at 4:30. Damn. This is nice. Imagine if you were named Jim. Yeah. Oh, Jim. Let it out. I'm not gonna let it out. I'm not gonna let it out. But like, dang. I really want I need a big indoor gym. My gym, unfortunately, needs to be heated and cooled. So it is not like regulated temperature. So I have to manually heat it and cool it. But this would be so nice. Imagine you wouldn't have to do any prep work. You just walk in. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Whoa! That I want, dude. I want the grotto dining table. I want to live in a rock. Hey, total loss. Who's Jim? Why do you like him? Well, you see, I want the cave table. That's so cool. Okay, being that excited does hurt my back right now, though. So let me. Oh God, my back. Shit. I need to move. I can only do this for a little bit longer because I'm in pain. I'm in severe pain. That place is very cool, though. Very, very cool. Fancy caveman dining. Fancy caveman dining is right. Wow. What else we got here? That's Grand Gas. Oh my God. This might be way more my speed. Look at this. That's cool. Aesthetics. Aesthetics. Incredible aesthetics. Thanks for the stretch, yo. Holy pine tree. We love to see it. Look, they lit up the mountainside. Oh, yeah, dude. Kind of, I love the exterior. I don't really like the interior, though. Skyrim. Yeah, I love the outside. I love Skyrim. Skyrim's great. I love Skyrim. All right, play again. Once again, we were dropped in the middle of Nowheresville. Better have an off switch for those. Yeah, true. I mean, you're in Montana, yeah, so you can definitely enjoy no light pollution. Probably. What is that? Is that a tunnel? A small tunnel. Wait, that must be train tracks? Suddenly, it's gotten very old. These are not 2024 images, I promise you. I promise you that. These are 2008 images. I know Google Maps. Don't trick me. 30-mile speed limits and not entirely residential. Ooh, hello. Sylvia Trevino. Constable, Precinct 6. 713 area code. We got a name like Sylvia Trevino. This is like New Jersey. This is like New Jersey or some shit. Sylvia Trevino. This is... Wait, no, but hold on. Palm tree, what are you doing here? Unless this is like... Danger, high water, go back. Ooh, I'm way off. This is not New Jersey. 713 area code. I don't know what that is, but we have a palm tree and we have a high water warning. All right, thanks for the stretch and realize you're trying to say my last name. It's a me, Yui. Hey, what's up, Yui? Definitely the bridge no one checks the height of in trucks clip. Texas? I think this is Texas? With the name like Silvio Trevino? Oh, okay, we do have train tracks right here. I was right. It was train tracks. Maybe it's industrial north, but why would there be palm trees? That doesn't make any sense. Does Texas have train tracks? Like that still function for cargo? They got to, right? They have to. Around Houston? Rusk Road? Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's Texas. Around Houston. Yep, nice. Nice. Okay, and we are right in Houston, so now we're just looking at Houston real estate. I wish they would give us less cities, honestly. I might want to go to random US because they're giving us... Like, we're only... Oh, my God. That's the biggest one we've seen. $60 million in Houston. Let's take a look. It's right outside the city. Has its own golf course, clearly. What are you? 22,000 square. Yeah, sweet mother of commercially available. I mean, if you have 60 million, but you'll know the name of the person buying it. Princess Castle. Yeah, this is my castle. This is my European. What is that? Oh, wow. They have like is that a Japanese painting? Is that where Jose Altavu lives? I don't know who that is. Is that a skull? No, that's a head mask. This is like a Hitman map. Yeah. Wow. Bold Korean style painting. This is a bold place. Very, This is very Texas. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Look at that. The library study thing. 2 floors. I love it. Is that a cage elevator? It's got to be, right? Because that's a staircase behind us. That's an elevator. That's got to be an elevator. Library elevator. Recreated a castle. That's cool. A lot of castle action going on. I'd make a castle too, to be fair. I'd make a castle like this too. Nice big long road. Guest house. Yeah, look at the guest house. That's where I'm living. That's where I'm living. Even the guest house is all right. Got a pool. Nice. Nice. It's surrounded. It literally has a moat. This place has a moat. Are you serious? Wow. All right, that's really cool. No, you got me at moat. You got me at moat. Moat got me. That got me pretty good. I hate this, whatever this is. I hate this already. Look how flat it is. Boring. Snoresville, dude. Snoresville. All right, let's see what's cheap in Houston. Okay. What's going on here? Why is it $2,000? What's going on here? For a rental unit. That must be per month, right? That's probably the per month price for the rental unit. I bet. Again, we have to get rid of lots. Grok built houses. Yep. Legacy Park. That is $1. That's 2,000. Here we go. All right. What is this? Townhouse for sale. 17K. And it is in Houston. What's the trick? Oak Forest West, close to shopping, schools, public transport, and major freeways. Rooms are approximate. I mean, that's not bad. Is it cheap in Houston? Because 17K, it is a condo. But like 17K for a space at all in Houston is not bad. I'd live in this. That's fine. Built on top of a burial ground, maybe. Yeah, this is actually where the Alamo was. Fun fact. No. All right, you know, I would. That's all I gotta say. Would. Absolutely would. Why not? Why not? It's all right. We never guessed it, did we? Wait, where are we? No, this is the next one. Texas and Houston, Austin saw a price hike post-COVID. I see. We're at Mallet. No, this is I thought we guessed Texas. Didn't we guess that we were in Houston, or did we just forget to guess? No, that was just a different place in Chattanooga. Okay. Oh, hello. This will be fun. Glen Rio. Is this just not California? Amarillo. No, it's Texas. We are outside Amarillo, Texas. Easy peasy. How do we get Chattanooga twice? I don't know. This is probably a biased map. Amarillo. Where's Amarillo? There it is. Okay, hear me out. There's a trip I really want to do where I looked at a map of the dark sky sites around the United States. That's like sites where you can see the whole galaxy because there's not light pollution. And I saw that one of the best places to do that is actually out here in like New Mexico in this area. Like, and this is where Roswell is, right? So I was like, ooh, I want to take a trip, fly into Albuquerque, and then rent a car for a week and just travel through the desert in like Roswell and Alamogordo, which is where like the bombings were, not the bombing sites, but like the Manhattan Project was in Alamogordo. And I want to like go like Roswell, Alamogordo, Carlsbad, Hobbs, Lubbock, Amarillo, and just do a circle here for like a week, camping out under the stars. Go see some aliens. I really want to do that trip. It's actually not that expensive too. I looked into it. It's gonna be like $700-800 all in. I really want to do it though, very badly. Go touch some depleted uranium. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna go here. And it was 109 kilometers. Damn. So we are not in Amarillo. Here's the question. Is there anything in Glen Rio? Are there any houses for sale? Not in Amarillo, but Glen Rio. Glen Rio, Texas. Is that even a thing? Oh God, it's probably unincorporated town or something. No, that's apartments in Glen Rio. Let's go Boise. Is there cities? Are there any buildings here? Wait a sec. All right, how about that? That's close. San John. San John, Texas. Not San Antonio, San John. Just landmarks. San John. There's nothing in San John. Where is Amarillo? Hold on, I'm just gonna do it manually. Fort Worth, Amarillo is Lubbock. Amarillo, out here. Okay, we got one. Oh, we got something. Hold on. In Vega. Out here in Vega. What's going on in Vega? Hey, Cribs featuring Sclimbo. What's up, Vera? How you doing? Yeah. Vera, have you heard back about Partner yet? I have not. They have not messaged me yet. And I know they said they do it in 7 days, so I'm like crying. Please tell me. But okay, we're in Vega, Texas. Not many options here. But let's take a look. In actually the middle of nowhere desert. What do we get? New PVC drain. Wow. Always wanted a new PVC drain. Totally remodeled. New exterior. Haven't either. Keep checking. Yeah, same. We'll hear. Give us the check mark. No inside. No, there's an inside. It's fine. It's renovated. It's renovated. Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's boring. And I don't know, out in the middle of nowhere for $125,000. Like, how close is this to Amarillo realistically, right? Because this is Texas. So how long is this drive on this one road is the question. That might actually be like an hour. Who knows? Who knows? Texas is really big. That might just be an hour-long drive to get to Amarillo or even more on nothing road. But how about the nice one? How about the most expensive in Vega, $680K? What are we looking at over here? Going the speed limit? Yeah, right. Is this a trailer? Or no, this must be like a prefab. Don't think about it. Don't have a health emergency. Yeah. So this is almost $700,000. Wow. Why is it this expensive out here? No, really, why is it this expensive out here? This is like nothing land. You'd think these would be cheap. Google says 36 miles. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's like a half hour at 80 miles per hour, right? Yeah, pretty much. That is not worth... Oh, you know what? It has a farm. That's why. It's a farm. Yep, farm reasons. Yep. Farm reasons. Makes sense. Makes sense. What is that? The hole? Can I see what's in the hole? I want to see what's in the hole. Listen, I'm thinking about the hole. I'm thinking about the hole. Oh, you're right. Probably tornado shelter. Yeah. I do want to see what's in there, though. I want to see the inside because I want to live down there. That's where I want to live. Storm shelter. Yep, you're right. Bunker. Whole storm bunker. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. What do we have here? This is Humphrey Street. And that's looking a little southwest to me, I would say. But the trees don't. But the building does. Florida? Yeah, maybe Florida, actually. Humphrey Street and Himes. What do we got here? Yep, that's palm trees. This might be Florida. This is probably Florida. Lake something apartments. Looks like the Panhandle. Lake something apartments. I bet we can find that lake. I bet we find that lake. Tallahassee, Mexico Beach, Panama Beach. We're probably... I think you're right. I think we're somewhere in here. Let me just throw it. Good guess. It was right Tampa. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Are you ready for this? Tampa housing? Ooh. This will be fun. Show me the low one and show me the high one. Enema Beach? Oh, no. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. These... Why is this $1,800? What's happening here? Seminole Heights. Wait, why is this $1,800? That's not a real price, right? Built in... What? Yeah, Zestimate's $262,000. That must be rental price. Must be rental price. There's no way. No way. Home type. Rent. It's got to be rent. Although some of these are not, right? Like, that's probably not 5K for rent, but that might be like condemned. Let's look for the first real home. All right, how about this? This is 18K. This is Edgewood Boulevard, Tampa. It is a trailer. However, looks fine. Pictures seem old or weird for some. They look like liminal for some reason. Okay, yeah, there's a cool shed. You can do stuff in there. Put a little mini gym in there. What is that? It's like an interior door area. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like this, actually. I like this for 18K. I like this. I like this. Where is it? It is... Is it near the water at all? Because that'd be pretty cool. I know Tampa's not like the most watery place you want to be, but... Patio? Yeah, it's kind of a cool patio. Yeah, you're right. It's probably age restricted. It's probably only for the ancient. Only the ancient may have good things. Here you go. Here's our $17 million Tampa waterfront property action going on here. 6,000 square foot, 6 bed, 7 bath. This is Miami Vice action right here. For the ancient. 2K a month in flood insurance, by the way. Yep. Yeah, A-zone flood insurance, by the way. Look at that. Nice. Hydrate, Duntham. Looks kind of boring, but the hyper modern cute. Did we really just put the cars inside the house? We're like, hey, we have nothing to do with all this space. Just put it in the house, man. Yeah, I do coke in front of my security camera house. 100%. 100%. I can't even tell. I guess the garage is just the entire lower floor. And they're just like, yeah, we just, it's normal. It's a house. Hurricane shelter for the cars. Yep, you're right. That's fake. All right. Oh, it's so boring. Nothing in here. This place sucks. I'm really judgmental of this place. It sucks. Listen, if you're going to be coked out of your mind in like a Miami/Tampa beachfront house, like Miami Vice type action, right? It at least has to look good. You at least got to have like weird exotic animals in there. You know what I mean? You got to have like statues of lions. You can't be boring with it. You got to be like crazy if you're going to be a mogul. No? Like, I can work with the lights. That I can work with. But you got to get crazy. You know what? Let's just go to Miami. Screw this. We're going to Miami. Show me the most expensive home for Miami right now. $60 million in Venetian Way. That is that a, what is that? Is that a tower? Oh, it's a penthouse. That's why. Let's take a look at this. This is just a home. Oh, there's a video. Oh, you can, 3D home. Oh, good. They start you in the utility closet. Oh, wow. It's like Google Maps for the home. Yeah, we're looking at the penthouse. Okay. See, now we're getting somewhere. There's a little bit of eccentricity coming on here, and you could work with it. You could work with this, right? You could make this crazier. Yeah, now we're talking. Indoor plants. Let's go. Now we're talking. This is what I want to see out of a Miami place. Yeah, the weird furniture. Yeah. I want indoor plants like this. I'm a big fan. This is what I want to see out of Miami. Let's go up the stairs. The stairs have lights on them, by the way. The stairs have lights on them. Ooh, yeah. The landing? Much better. Now we're talking. Yeah. This is what we want out of a Florida just hyper expensive home. Indoor. You know what? I should just put indoor plants all over my room. I should just turn my room into a jungle. Don't you think? I want Yggdrasil in my living room. I will say, Duntham, the coolest place I ever stayed was a ski house in Vermont, I believe, that was built around a tree. So in the center of the ski house was a giant tree, and it was really thick too. It might have been like imported or something because it was thick, and the staircase wrapped around the tree to get to the upper level. It was insane. It was so cool. There was a loft you had to jump to, and a whole second floor, but it was like open concept. Flamebird, thanks for the resub. Thank you so much. Resub for 6 months. Yo, a literal treehouse. Yeah, a literal treehouse. Thank you. I don't know how you manage it as it grows, but who cares? I think it was like a dead tree. Like, I think it was like a petrified tree, not like a fully real tree. Because it's not like it was a redwood, we're in Vermont. But it was really cool. In fact, you know what? Let me just go. I need to feel some... I know we're getting off the concept here for a moment, but we're going to end soon anyway. I just need to feel something. So I'm going to go find ski chalets in Vermont. Vermont. Let's see. I need to feel something. Where would I go for this? Maybe near... I want to go for Vermont. What's a good mountain to be off of? Let me just go Vermont and then search by expensive. Because it's going to be a ski house. It's for sure going to be a ski house. Is the most expensive. I need a mountain house. I need to feel something. Yeah, Killington. I think you're right. Let's just do Killington. You're so right about that. Let's just do Killington. Oh, baby. Show me a ski chalet on the mountain. Yes. I need to feel something. Look at this. Green and brown, just like I said. Yeah, baby. I bet there's a really cool basement. I bet there's a cozy basement. This is what we want to see. This is what it's all about. Yes. I want to live in a house like this. Oh yeah. Look at that. All the skiers got their own place. Giga talked about houses she was looking at. She mentioned she hated houses that have barn door aesthetics. I agree with that kind of, actually. Quebec rural core, just like any sort of mountain ski core, I love. Here's the basement. There we go. This is my favorite type of place. There's some barn doors, but those are all right. This is my favorite type of home. It's not as crazy as, I bet we can find a cooler one. But like the outside is exactly what I like. Exactly what I'm talking about. I bet we find another one. Hold on. We could just search ski house. I bet. Know what? Killington's not the most expensive. We could probably go to like, what's going to be even more expensive than Killington? Stowe. Oh yeah, Stowe. Watch this. Go to Stowe. There we go. $20 million. Take a look. Look at that thing. Here's Stowe Mountain. Has like 1 million ski resorts nearby. There's Stowe Mountain Ski Resort right there. I actually used to live around here at one point. This was a place that I lived at one point in my life. Very aesthetic. Right outside Stowe. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. The Winter Wonderland. I hate the inside, though. You should make it cooler. Make it more cottage core. I want to see more ski action. I'm not happy. Go back. You've ruined the interior for me. Tragic. Show me something cool. Is that just the Mount Washington Hotel? No, it's not. Is that a mountain pass driveway? Guys, I want it so bad. 007 level. N64 007 level right here. How do you make rich friends so you get to visit places like this? Yeah, honestly. I want that so bad. No, the hotel from The Shining is an actual place you can go to. It's the Mount Washington Hotel in New Hampshire, near Mount Washington. I've been there a bunch. This is pretty cool. But the interior is still wrong. It's not right. I need more ski action. Show me a shitty ski chalet right now. Right now. Okay, maybe I need actually like a more dingy one so it's more comfy because these are too fancy. Wrong. Is it not the Mount Washington Hotel? I thought it was. I want to go to the Shining Hotel. I swore it was the Mount Washington Hotel. Am I crazy? I like the outside aesthetics of these. No, you're saying like that. I like that a lot. None of these interiors are really speaking to me. Wrong interior. Yeah, wrong interior. Hey, old man, what's up? Oh, this is not that bad. That looks kind of cool. Oh, still not it. Still not it. What about the cheapest thing in Stowe? Stowe's a very expensive place. So, yeah, the cheapest thing's 300K. And it's Mountainside Drive. Wait a sec. This is actually... I think I know exactly where this is. Mountainside Drive. Is this not a resort? Really cool. I like that. Stovepipe. I'd like more darker colors, but that's just because I'm biased. Any log cabins? I'm looking. That's what I'm trying to find right now. A log cabin. Mountainside Drive sounds familiar. Sounds very familiar. I think it might be in a resort. Like in a resort complex around there. Yeah, Mountainside, Stowe, Vermont. Mountainside Resort at Stowe. Yeah, okay, this is Mountainside Resort. Yeah, I know the resort. I did, like I said, I lived around here, so I actually know this place. Yeah, okay. I know this place. I've been here a lot, actually. So this specific place is really cool. I used to call this, like, when I was a kid, I used to call this, like, Secret Ninja Mountain, because I was cringe, but also because it was, like, a cool... Like, yeah, it was like a cool mountain ski lodge sort of thing. Stowe Mountain Resort is what this is, and it looks really, really cool. I don't know if you can buy individual units in it anymore, but it looks really cool. Stowe Mountain Resort, if you want to look up pictures of it. The outside looks awesome. So sick. I wish I could find like a... Hold on, you know what? Yeah, here's Top Notch Road. This is now Secret Ninja Mountain. Let me just do this really quick and then get you a picture. Let me just do this really quick because I want to show you a picture of Stowe Mountain Resort from the outside during winter. It's incredible. It's the coolest thing ever. Mountain Resort winter. I want the exterior. Show me the exterior right now. Oh, is this a good picture? This is kind of high quality. No, it's not. Hold on. Give me a moment. Just trying to find a good... Oh, Spruce Peak is what you want to look up. My bad, my bad. Spruce Peak nighttime. Spruce... Peak. I just don't want to dox anything. Nighttime. So. Oh, there's a really good picture. I just need a high quality version of it. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here we go. This right here. This is love. This is life. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. This is like my aesthetic to a T. This is what it's all about. This is what we like to see. Cozy. It's so sick. It's so sick. Love this place. Here's called Saint Sauveur. Oh yeah, the Snowy Wonderland. There might be cooler pictures too, because the front looks really cool, and that doesn't really show the front. I think the front looks really, really nice. Like the main lodge area is so, it's so like, I don't know, brutal mountain looking. Yeah, here's one. I love this. Look at this. Oh, yeah, no, there are shops and stuff. This is a whole town, basically. So it's a town within a ski resort. So they have individual housing units, and they also have shops and stuff. I actually toured. Funny enough, I actually just realizing this now. Do you see that double A-frame in the center right there, where there's that really big window? That really big window right there? So I've actually toured that unit, because what I did one time was I was up here one time on a trip and I was bored, and I went into the resort pretending to be a Bitcoin millionaire and asked for tours of the most expensive properties in this resort, and it was that one right there. It was that center double window right there overlooking everything. And I gave him a fake name and pretended to be a Bitcoin millionaire so they'd show it to me. All right, hold on. Skeletor sent something. See, me copy paste that. Yeah, life goals. But I love this like brutalist mountain aesthetic, right? It feels dwarven almost, where it's like hardcore, you know, dark colors, mountain, but it's also bright and warm. Feels like Christmas all the time. It's my favorite aesthetic of all time. Like this is goals. This is goals right here. I've considered, this is crazy because the place is incredibly boring the rest of the year, but I've considered being like, I should just strive to buy one of these units outright and live there full time because it's so aesthetic. I love it. I love it. Yeah, during summer, it's okay. There are some activities, but not a lot. Spring is, no one's there in spring. It's terrible. It's terrible in spring. All right, let's go ahead and look up this, because this one was dropped by someone here. Okay, whoa, all right. So this is in Indiana. Is that IN? And this is 400K. We're at the bad song again. Let me back up. This is 400K in Indiana. That's actually a really good price. It is Indiana, so that makes sense. That's actually a really good price. Looks very unique. Looks very cool. Yeah, I like this. I like the rocks inside. That's awesome. Yeah, this is nice. For 400K? Sure. God, this guy's a hunk. What's up, Lurie? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, I'm Sclimbo. Good to meet you. Super retro. Wait, what's on the board over there? Do not erase. Do not erase. That's what looks flat. I like it. I kind of like it. This looks very 70s. Looks very 70s. In fact, I'm going to take a wild guess. Then you pick a Saint Sauveur you can look at. All right. I'm going to take a bold guess here. I bet this is an architect's home originally built. Want to know why? One, it's very unique, right? Very unique, looks a little 70s. The thing that really tells me this is an architect's house is I'm pretty sure that's a drafting table right there. I think that's an architectural plan drafting table setup right there, which means I think that this is an architect's house. I think that's this person's job, or was their job. It's very cool though. Very 70s. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like it a lot. No, you got great taste. This place rocks. It's cool. It's very old, but it's cool. I would want to make it a little more modern looking. That window. But for 400K and get this outdoor pool and patio? Whoa, wait, hold on. Why is this place so cheap? It kicks ass. It's got a pool. It's got a fence. It's got a yard. It's a really cool house. Only 400K. This must be like in the middle of nowhere, right? Because this rocks. You could even, hear me out. You could do something with the roof because it's not slanted. You could even put something on the roof and do something over there. Like maybe solar panels, but also like you could put like a patio on the roof. Very Frank Lloyd Wright. Yeah. Yeah. Pool table. This is incredible. Very cool. I want to know where this is actually. I want to look at the map. I want to see where this is because I really like it. So this is Evansville. That should be like right about here, right? So right on the border of, oh, there's a river here too. Indiana, Kentucky, but we're also on a river. And that's not that bad. No major cities nearby besides Evansville. I guess that's the biggest city. It is kind of in the middle here between Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, right on the border. But it is on a river. That's honestly really nice. On a river with its pool, looking like that, 400K all in. I'm sold. Yeah, I'd go for that. It'd be, you know, you'd want to work remote or something because there's nothing really nearby, but that's really nice. Put a patio on the roof overlooking the pool. Yeah, no, I want someone to jump off it. That would be rad, actually. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That would be pretty sick. But All right, guys, short stream today. I got to get going. I need to move now. My body is failing me. My body is failing me and starting to collapse in on itself. So I need to go run around and sprint in the woods to recover so I don't be in pain anymore. So thanks for coming by, everybody. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. I know this is going to be like the last work day for a lot of people before the holidays. So excited for that. Limited schedule next week. Probably only stream 3 days because we do have Christmas. So you can look out for me probably Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I imagine. Not Thursday. I'll see you on Monday. Everyone have a great weekend. Thanks for this jump scare. Very scary. My bones are doing skeleton noises. Let's go find someone to raid into. Stick around for the raid. And this was really fun. I really like playing this game because I love looking at houses. I think we had a good time. Let's see. Who's doing something? I want to see, is anyone doing something unique or interesting right now? Actually, someone is literally doing Zillow right now. Hold on. Jope is doing Zillow just chatting right now. Unironically, it is 3 hours in though. That's a little late. I don't know how long they stream, but that is funny that they're also doing that. Let's see. Freem's doing stuff. What's Bodega doing? Beating Unbeatable until it beats me. We can go to Bodega. I don't think we've rated Bodega before. Bodega has 3 hours in, but Bodega's beating a game. Oh, actually, funny. Jope just raided Bodega. The first person we were looking at that I said, wait, they were going for a while, we shouldn't raid them, just raided the second person I was looking at. Well, all right. Let's see here. What else is going on? Recover soon? I will recover soon. Thank you. We got PP Slayers on. Helldivers. We could just back to back into Bodega. Why not? That'd be fun. Let's raid Bodega. Bodega rat. I don't know if it needs to be all capitals. It probably doesn't, but I'll just to be sure. Bodega rat. Yep, Bodegaret. We got it. All right, everyone, we're gonna go say hi to Bodega, trying to beat Unbeatable before it beats Bodega. And I will see you around, everybody. Have a good raid. Have a good day. Get your protein. Get your rest. Bye-bye. Where's my bye? There it is.
It was a secret stream. You played a game